Big up, everyone. Oi, oi, oi. We are back. It's Monday, not Friday. You know, we've got the weekend's just been gone. It's a shame. But to cheer everyone up on a Monday, we've got the three legends, the proper Arsenal, the OGs. To my right, we've, of course, got DJB. How's your weekend, brother?
All good, man. Yeah, all good. All good. Bit busy. Had a few things going on, but apart from that, all good. And yeah, glad to be here tonight again. Glad to be back on the OGs with my man Normski and Shane and yourself. Always a pleasure, my friend. And yeah, all good, my friend. All good.
It's always a pleasure to have you. And obviously, we've got another legend underneath you. He goes by the name of Shane Gunner, man. Come on, how are you, brother? Have a good weekend?
Yeah, all good, man. All good. Yeah, I watched the Arsenal match the other day. You know, people are getting gassed about it. Preseason, I'm sure we'll get into all that. But yeah, can't complain, man. Can't complain. All good. I was meant to get the garden done today, but it started pissing rain, so I'm gonna have to leave it for another couple of days. But first of all, problems, as they say. First of all, problems. Did a good stream with DJB, with Jezza earlier. Got his all-time 11. I'll be getting DJB on soon. I'll be getting all these on soon.
I'm dreading it, Shane. I'm dreading it.
It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. It's actually leaving the players out is the hardest part. The ones you leave out is the hardest part.
I would probably say it might be easier for the likes of me, because I've only sort of really, from my age of watching, got Arsene Wenger's. And it might be a little bit easy for me, whereas politely, and I'm saying the older gentlemen, they've got some other world-class headaches.
Yeah.
It'll be a little bit easier for me.
I will do one where it's just players that we've seen in our time, and then this one is just all together. Like, so I ended up having Cliff Baston in mine, who I obviously never saw. He played in the 30s, so I just know.
Right.
Had to put him in. But then I will do one that is in your own time, the players you've seen since you started supporting them, and then we're going to do another one, which is another 11 of the players we left out, because we felt so bad about leaving certain players that we have to do another one with just the players we left out. But it's nice to do. It's nice to talk about the players we used to have, the David O'Learys and the Tony Adams and all these guys. And that's why when Gabriel's getting compared to Tony Adams with people outside the Emirates, like the other day with that guy on ATV, it's just like, fuck me, man, how dare you? But no, man, listen, happy to be here, happy to talk about Arsenal, and happy to just get back into it, get back on the horse, as they say.
No, buzzing as always. And of course, Normski, man, it's always an absolute pleasure to share a screen with you, my brother.
Yeah,
How was your weekend, my mum?
Yeah, all good. I was at a christening. Wife was performing a christening, so she, she's doing her duties, as you know. So
Queen Norm.
So a good weekend. Watched the old Arsenal, everybody getting gassed and stuff like that. And if I pick my 11, it'd be probably better than any 11 that's better than any 11 that's currently there. Do you know what I mean? And and Arteta is probably the best thing since last bed. He's a genius, isn't he? So
genius. I was going to save this to the end, but because where the conversation's sort of going, I just had to put this little laughing stock picture here that I've actually seen, because it syncs quite well what we're talking about. This is how ridiculous the Top Gooners and their comparisons are at the minute. Have a little watch of this. Have a little look at this. And the thing is, who would you prefer? If it's for some reason it's cut out the picture, who would you prefer? Ozil or Sanchez or Odegaard or Martinelli? This was a serious question, by the way. I looked at it and I was just like, wow. I was like, wow. And then I was looking around, I'm like, there's people answering it seriously. The question was serious. It's really annoying. I've saved the photo instead of screenshotting the whole thing, which I usually do. But this is a serious thing. Ozil and Sanchez or Martinelli and Martin Odegaard.
There's people comparing this.
I was going to save it for the end for a laugh, but because we're talking about comparisons, I thought, you know what? I'll sneak this in early. Yeah, this is how mad it is, man.
That's insulting.
It's massively insulting, isn't it, man? I mean, like, say for me, if we were sort of word doing like who I've seen sort of 11, perhaps not so much Ozil, although he'd be in the conversation, only not so Ozil because he wasn't good enough for long enough for me. But Alexis Sanchez, I mean, hands down, absolutely hands down. Emirates era, there's no one better. Emirates era, he's been by far the best player.
Definitely.
In terms of signings, I know Henry played there for one season.
Yeah.
You know, when we're talking about signings or whatever, Alexis Sanchez has been head and shoulders. And then comparing him with Martinelli.
Aaron, he lit it up the place. So he's absolutely brilliant.
Litten up, yeah. Yeah. I was waiting for that shit. Yeah, litting it up, man. Week in, week out, that place was litting, man.
Litten up. 80 goals in 166 games, man. That's all you need to
ridiculous. Important goals, FA Cup final goals. Like, the geezer was just unbelievable.
Yeah, fantastic.
Never should have
fantastic.
left. Rang his agent after one training session at United and said, "Is there any chance that he be sold back?"
Yeah. This is no good. Yeah,
he said that himself. He said that himself that he rang after one training session.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's facts. Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's somebody saying Santi Cazorla. He was another baller.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's right up there. He's right up there. That geezer's still balling out. Do you know that?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
41. Was it 41? 41.
We were close to amputating his foot.
Yeah.
Our physios were close to amputating his fucking foot.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
Didn't he have to have like a skin graft of his forearm, or something like that, and put it on his leg or something like that? He had like a tattoo there or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, you had to take skin. I think it was from his forearm or somewhere. I don't remember.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's madness.
Because we kept hearing that he's coming back, and then it was delayed, and then right at that he picked up an infection, and then it just went.
Wenger said it was the worst he had seen of a progressive injury like that. That just when they opened up his foot, it was just in ribbons.
What a shame. So I know people say this often. Do you know what I mean? So I don't want to get caught up in that. But that Leicester season, I'm sure that was when he got it, wasn't it? The bad injury.
Yeah.
If he'd have been fit for that, we might have lifted a Premier League title there if he'd have been fit for that whole season, because he was unbelievable. He nicked himself a little good partnership with Coquelin, didn't he? I mean, Coquelin was never gonna, he's never gonna be that blockbuster midfielder we were all crying out for.
Because to do a job, he did a very good job.
Next to Cazorla, we did do a really good job, and I think Santi sort of raised his game above, probably the player that he should have been, or his ceiling said. Do you know what I mean? That sort of said,
Ramsey was great around that time as well.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, but look at the players that
Ramsey was chipping in all the time, wasn't he?
Was it the 2000? Was it when he linked up 2013 season? Was it?
Yeah,
13,
that was. I remember that because it's my young lads got. He's into football, but he's not as obsessed as me. Well, he's 25 now. But I was getting him an Arsenal jersey for Christmas, and I said, "Who do you want in the back?" And he said, "Ramsey." And I was like, "Good lad," because Ramsey hadn't had that season yet. And I was like, he's seen that he's got, and that was the season he exploded. Remember, he scored the body against Liverpool when he took it on the fucking chest and bodied it in. And he was linking fun that season.
Him and Giroud were linking brilliant.
And Podolski,
Podolski
off the Podolski.
Was that
these are players that we used to say were okay. They were okay. They fucking walk into our team now.
I think that goal against Fenerbahce. That goal against Fenerbahce.
Was it Fenerbahce or Galatasaray? Wasn't
it? The left foot volley.
The left foot volley.
Galatasaray, the left foot volley. Half volley. Yeah. On his bad foot.
Incredible.
And behind him. From the corner. They just filled the corner across.
Absolutely ridiculous, wasn't it? Like that was in the yellow top, wasn't it? The yellow and blue one with the thing. That was
a nice top and all.
That for a Puma kit, that actually weren't.
I've never been into Puma. Never been into.
Yeah,
all the way. Come on.
Do you know what the kit quality was for? They've done this black and purple one, which are like a second or third kit, which I thought was quite smart. To be fair.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
I watched it, and the fucking fly Emirates fell off of it straight away. I was like,
no, we haven't come across much Puma on the retro show, DJ, have we? They're not.
No.
Football boots, maybe, but even then.
Any surgeons Tashini's?
There's some YouTuber, an Arsenal dude, he's a fat old lad, and he keeps wearing all these. You can tell that he used to be a bit of a casual, or thinks he is. But he's putting up fucking videos about Lee and stuff like that, man. He's coming out blazing, this old lad, man.
Gooner
or something called.
Shane, I was going to send you some clips. He's come on my timeline. He's come on my timeline, mate. All right. He could be your next victim.
He is my next victim, man. Tomorrow morning.
I've seen him.
He's a fucking bellend, man. He's really
got a parody out.
Is it the parody
you got out with Lee? about Lee?
He put out one with that's from Team America where Lee's coming into Arteta and Arteta throws him to the Sharks sort of thing. But he does his podcast, or he's talking to the camera, and he's just so fucking top goonerish, man, and arrogant with it. You know what I mean? But he's on the radar.
He couldn't care less about winning a trophy, apparently.
Yeah,
he does. He goes, if you want to, he must
be in his mid-50s, Norms, is he?
He's my age. He's at an age where he's seen us win everything.
Yeah. And he's saying basically, if you want to win trophies, then go and support another club.
I've heard him say that about Chelsea, about go support them if you want that.
I've got the parody here. I've got the Lee Gunner parody here. I was going to send it to Lee. I don't know if he's seen it.
I don't think he has.
I don't think I've seen it.
In the mood he's in.
He's had a go at. Jez.
I might not send it.
He's had a go at Jez as well, has he?
Yeah. Jez. Northside, he's mocking Northside a little bit, the way he talks and his act. Oh, yeah. If Northside finds out, bro, it could be all over.
This guy's been around a while, though, has he?
He's been around. But he was saying he goes, if I want to go and debate Lee, he goes, if I want to go on and debate him, he goes, what am I going to debate him about? Yeah, because if he goes, basically, if Lee's come out and said that Lee wants to nuke all the top gooners or nuke the stadium, and he goes, well, I'm just going to come on and say, well, I don't want to nuke them. And that's the conversation over. So people are putting in the chat, are you offering out? He goes, no, I wouldn't go. He goes, I wouldn't waste my time.
That's what they always say. That. That's what Pink has said about me as well.
It's called the Gooner. I think it's just called a Gooner.
It's called the Gooner, I think, isn't it?
It's called the Gooner.
Was it a YouTube channel? Was it?
Yeah.
He's got like 18. Yeah, he's got like 1,800 subs or something. But when he goes live, there's like 6 people watching him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, is it?
So he's just on about his shorts.
Is he one of them channels that only have content on other people's channels? They don't do shit.
No, he's not like Nick. He's not like Nick. No, he's not like Nick doing the whole fucking Jeremy Coyle thing.
He comes across. It's like it's a weird sort of.
I mean, I don't know if he's done acting or whatever, because he's quite. In terms of how he comes across, he comes across.
He
quite,
kind of
avant-garde, sort of avant-garde. It's really
these people.
Yeah. Exactly.
He can put. You know exactly who he's having a go at, and you know the points he's putting across.
Yeah.
But he's doing it in a way where you think where he tries to fool you.
Yeah.
You don't know who he's talking about.
Yeah.
You know,
but he's always wearing the.
He does it in a way as if he's trying to kind of.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you don't catch on who you're talking about. But
he was a failed actor because your man Rory was as well. I just only heard that today. Your man Rory, the Chelsea dude, he was in EastEnders.
Yeah, Roy Jennings.
Like
Rory.
Moneypenny's a failed actor as well. I'm pretty sure Pinkers went to drama school. They're all just fucking actors.
I reckon that Gooner fella guy, I think he's done some sort of acting. Sure of it.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
That's the problem, though. This is full of actors, Norms. And they think they've. And the thing is, whilst everyone's opinion, I guess, is valid, it'd be unfair for me to say that it weren't, because that's what YouTube does. You express yourself, express your opinion. But just because their opinion is valid doesn't mean to say, 1, I have to fucking listen to it. 2, I have to believe it. And 3, I don't think it's an absolute farce. And there's so many farcical opinions out there. These actors, that if they are, whether they're failed or not, they're actors by definition.
Well, they are
for
failed.
me. Yeah, exactly. So when there are people coming out there, they're in a game which is a facade of real life. So how am I supposed to take their football opinions, especially when I listen to some of them, i.e. old Christian, the Ripper? Do you know what I mean? When he comes out and starts saying stuff, Shane sent me some, honestly, Shane sent me some stuff. It was about 12:01 in the morning, I don't know how it started on this, Me and Shane were having a chat. And then he sent me some YouTube.
I just stumbled upon it that minute to see as well, so I was just as shocked as you.
Rob, honestly, I swear to you, right? You can ask my lifetime friends, 35 years on this planet. I am very rarely stunned into being able to not reply. And Shane sent me stuff. I was like, mate.
That's all he kept sending back.
I've not seen it. When did he come out with this?
So bad. I haven't even used it on my channel because it's not football related.
Yeah,
I won't go for him with that because it's not football related, so I won't. It's just another thing that he does.
You let us send me it.
I will. Yeah. But I mean, it's nothing to do with football, you see. So I won't go for that. So that's different. Because when I'm cooking them in the morning or chefing them up, whatever you want to call it, it's only ever about the shit they say about football. Of course, I'll call them idiots and dickheads and that guy's a twat and all that sort of stuff. but it's all to do with their football opinions. But that has nothing, I won't, go public with it. Yeah. Not that he's not hiding it because it's out there.
I just think a lot of them,
it's irrelevant.
They just think supporting Arsenal at the moment is just a day out in the sun.
It's a hobby. I go there to meet my friends. That's what Canton said. That's what Canton said on a stream. I just go there to meet my friends.
We're all happy. We're all happy. We're all happy to be here. We'll come along. We'll have a chat. It doesn't matter if we win, lose, or draw. It's just Arteta and his merry men, and we
throw
just
some flowers in the air, spin around in happiness.
That's why I get wound up.
I'll tell you what. Try telling that.
We get upset about it. They don't. So they shouldn't have it as big an opinion.
So it's all right for Spurs to have a parade. That's all right. Doesn't matter. Spurs can have their parade, and Chelsea can carry on winning trophies, and Liverpool can keep moving far and further apart. And
we just enjoy the journey. We just enjoy the journey.
Just go over there. You just pay your season ticket and off you go. Why not? Indeed. Yeah.
What's the point? What is the point? That's what some people. That's how some people think. They actually think like that. That's
the thing with that. And then they use the other things. I've heard Christian and Pincus now say an awful lot. The real fans, the match-going fans, they keep referring to the match-going fans all the time, right?
Yeah.
And that would have been something that I would have said. Right. But like even Aaron said it. The more he's done this, and you meet the likes of Suge, who are getting up at 1:30 in the morning and stuff to watch the football, you go, "Fuck that, man!" You know what I mean?
That's commitment.
Lawrence was on my channel yesterday. He come up, bless Lawrence, and he said like, he said, I'll be back to getting up at 4 a.m. soon. Do you know what I mean? He has to get up at silly o'clock to watch Arsenal. So it ain't just about the player. It ain't just about us that go, and me included. I go, but it ain't, I don't class myself any better supporter just because I go. And
Pincus can go to as many matches as he wants. I don't rate him as a fan at all. I don't think he's a fan. He said on AFTV the other day that the best left back we've had is Monreal.
What? And he's seen Cole play.
But then he said, I don't know who Ashley Cole is, and I don't know who
he
is.
He ain't
no, he was saying it to try to be funny, like, because they left us, right? Because they left us. He didn't say it that way, but that's what he was trying to do. But then I commented saying, the funny thing is, he probably doesn't know who they are. Because this guy put Bergkamp in midfield in his Premier League all-time 11. He put a combined Liverpool Man United Premier League 11 on my ad, right? So think of all the ballers United have had in the Premier League era and Arsenal. He put David Ray in goals, right? Not David Seaman, not Lehman, not Schmeichel. He put Declan Rice in midfield. He put Gabriel at centre-back. And he put Bergkamp in midfield. And get this one, right? Premier League all-time 11. He put George Best out the wing.
No.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and he even put him out the wrong wing.
Mate, that's ridiculous, bro.
George Best in the Premier League all-time 11. George Best. Because he was sitting there going, I'm getting cooked here, so I got to think of
something. Did he leave Tony Adams out of that one?
He left Tony Adams out, yeah. He left Tony Adams. Then he put him in later.
Did he leave Giggs out?
He left Giggs out. He left Giggs out. He left Sanchez out. All these guys. He put Declan Rice in. He put Gabriel. He put Bergkamp in midfield.
He put Declan Rice in instead of Paul Scholes.
That's fucking mad.
Ahead of Vieira.
It's a Roy Keane Vieira.
He mentioned Joe Bergkamp. He's my pal. He's my pal. And then it was the other guy, the United fan, that fed him the other ones. Why aren't you saying Tony? Oh, yeah, well, of course, Sol Campbell as well. And he's a fucking idiot. And this guy's out here getting free tickets and then telling people that they're not match-going fans. And he's getting free tickets, filming himself dancing in front of the person sitting behind him. I would have get weighed in. Like. And the chap grew up supporting
Christian's in the chat.
That's all you need to know.
How you doing, Christian? All right, mate?
Sutcliffe's brilliant, man. Whenever I'm cooking Christian on Dan's, I always have an eye in the chat, and I can just see Sutcliffe all the time, man.
Boy, listen, it just does, doesn't it, man? Who come up with that? Was that one of yours, Shane, or have you pinched that from one of the world-class chats? It's one of yours.
That was Shane, wasn't it? Shane come up with the Sutcliffe.
When I see the Sutcliffe, I looked down there, and I was just like, fuck
me.
Look
at the picture, man.
That's actually just, I know, yeah. I was like, Jesus Christ, man. Hopefully he ain't like him. Do you know what I mean?
I think
he's just a murderous little boy. He murdered.
That's nasty.
Actually, listen, I've met him live, and he's not a bad young lad.
No. Look, that's what I said. I have no problem debating him because as much as I don't rate his football opinion, he knows a bit about it, right? He knows a bit. He doesn't know a crazy amount. And Hooks, I'll debate with him. But with Igal, he knows nothing about football, so I'm done debating, if that's what you want to call it with him. You know what I mean? If he's on a panel, I'm off ski.
See, this is the thing, right? I very quickly separated what we do here to what happens and all of that. Do you know what I mean? And I've met him personally, and off air, he's a normal, all right kind of young man, I suppose.
Kind of young man.
But a bit like boxers, when you go into a ring, you know, it's a different story. Yeah. When he's talking a load of balls about Arsenal and all of that, we go to war.
Yeah. And then after
it's like Roy Keane and Patrick Vieira, isn't it?
You put your gloves down. And then
off the pitch, they're probably having a beer and a whatever they do, and then as soon as they get in the tunnel, you go to war, didn't you? As Roy Keane said.
And just to the people in the chat coming over from Carl's that are saying, "I'll text them back." I have texted them back. I've nothing. This shit has nothing to do with me or Aaron. I have texted them back.
Yeah, just quickly. Yeah, I mean, while I'm there, like I did see Carl's text. I got a little bit late, but I'm not going to apologise for not texting them back, only because it wasn't malicious. I was away Thursday morning until today with my family, away down the countryside. Do you know what I mean? Nice. Having a break away. So, do you know what I mean? Shane, did I text you? Did I text Norms?
No.
I never heard from you.
Did I text my best mates? Did I text my missus?
I never heard from you, you ignorant bastard.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no.
So we made the three of us are in a group. We were like the fucking pricks being ignorant again, man. Yeah, fuck him.
It's all because I'm a wanker. Not that type of geezer. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was just enjoying a little breakaway. Do you know what I mean?
Little Kit Kat, little breakaway.
Yeah, it was all right. It was. Do you know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie. Do you know what the only thing is? I'm surprised you can't see it on the old boat race. Because fucking I went out there, lovely thing away. And bro, my right side of my face here is double swollen up, man. I think I've got the old root canal thing going on up with me too.
Careful, you ain't got
I took a bite here. I took a bite. I was like, "Oh, you nasty bastard, that hurt." And then I took a swig of my beer, and then it went right up. Do you know that pain where all that like the cold just shoots up to your tooth?
Yeah.
I thought, "Oh, I've got a bit of a problem here," and it's just been like it since. And then the up top of my gums started to puff out. I'm glad you can't really see it because it does look a little bit lopsided. I think it's just like the camera and all of that. But yeah, man, I've got to go to the dentist, and I'm not going to lie to you, boys. I had a root canal over this side, and it weren't fun. It weren't fun. Them two bastard needles they constantly put in there. It's no fun. I said to the woman when I was laying down there, never forget it. I'm no good with shit like that. And she was like, just letting you know, I'm all right. That. Like, she's letting you know it's going to hurt. I was like, just fucking put it in. Just get it over and done with. Do you know what I mean? Don't piss around and lie to me. Just stick the needle in my gob, shoot it in there, and let me have a bit of pain and then be done with it. And get over it. Yeah, I'm one of them. Just do it. Get it over with. Oh, yeah, that's not my cup of tea, man.
I fell asleep in a dentist chair once before.
Did you?
Oh, mate.
Oh, comfy.
I've got to be out cold, mate. I've got the old gas. Yeah. I have to have somewhere that does gas.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it?
And when I was about 12, I was getting a filling in one of the back teeth, and they left me too long with the thing had worn off. But I was too young to question it. I thought, oh, maybe it's meant to feel this way, and it was only later when they'd mixed up who was next. So there was that sore, and I was like, yeah, it was fucking agony. And then figured out that they had left me. It worn off, so they were doing it with the. I went to school with a guy whose mum wouldn't let him get the pain-killing injections. He had to get it done raw.
Fuck that.
Yeah, fucking that shit's no good, man. Yeah, it's not for me. Like, there's so many things I'd rather be doing than getting some evil dentist jabbing the fuck out my inside of my mouth. But it's just got to be done. Like I'm having to eat on the other side of my gob. Do you know what I mean? Like that.
Might be just a filling. Might be just a filling, mate. Might be all right. You might
bloody hope so.
Yeah, it's probably just infected.
But I need a yes, definitely something like that. I think where the hole's opened and then it weren't in pain. I think I've obviously munched something and it's just got up there and it's just got a bit infected. I've got a bit of painkillers, but I need to go sort that tomorrow. Just double alert. And we've got Suge in the building, of course, and Suge is doing Suge stuff.
He's been attacking you in my chat recently, Aaron. He's been attacking you in my chat. Yes, he has.
He's attacks me every day.
If you want to feel better, sub to the midget Adam.
He comes out swinging, man. He's not even sugarcoating anymore.
Legendary old Suge. I don't get this. I don't get this punishment from Suge. Me and
Suge are like this. Me and Suge are like this, man.
Here, man.
Oh, we're rubbing it in.
He comes on. He's 100%. He's one. You know, we'll see when the season starts. He might. You know.
No, we don't want to. If Suge, if maybe he just doesn't like me, that's all. Then that's fine, Suge. That's absolutely fine. I'm just gonna go for cry off screen now.
No,
you look carry on. You don't love me. Oh my God.
He likes. He likes the panel today.
We like our Suge, man. We like our Suge. Oh, and he carries on, of course. It's Suge. Just send him Sean's love. He's a bastard, our Suge. Now, big up, man. We absolutely love the fridge freezer. There's a couple of people in the chat. Are you awake for the dentist? Were you awake at the dentist? I'm always awake at the dentist when I go, unfortunately. Yeah, and like I said, I'll wrap up that thing so no one cares. But yeah, man, they just fucking jab that. It's a big old fucking needle. And I just said, just fucking dump it in there and just get it over and done with. I've got no time for wasting around, pussing about. Do you know what I mean? Oh, do you want to do this? Think if something counts to 5, just put the fucking thing in there and get it over and done with. Job done. Pause. But anyways, listen, we obviously got a bit of Arsenal to talk about. Yeah, getting back on track. And I wanted to do like a pre-season summary before we get into obviously the impending game. Thank God. Pre-season DJB. We had 5 games. We had 2 wins. We had 3 losses.
Yeah.
And we probably didn't even have one convincing performance, but it all went well, apparently. What was your take summarising the whole lot against Milan? We had Newcastle, we had the North London derby, and we, of course, had Villarreal and then Bilbao, respectively, man. What do you think of the whole lot? How did it go pre-season for you, bruv?
I think it's been quite a disappointing pre-season, if I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what I was expecting, but I was expecting a little bit more. I was expecting a huge change of the way we play. I was hoping that we'd sort of see the more attacking of Arsenal. And we saw bits of that at the weekend in pockets. But on the whole, if I was to look at all the games on the whole, I've not really seen anything to really get me excited about, Aaron. And I'm not being negative. I'm just telling you how I see it. So, you know, and I know people on the other channel will go, oh, here we go again. But it's not. You just ask me a question and I'm just telling you how it is. You know, we've played 5 games. We've not really blown any team away apart from the weekend. And they were poor, let's be honest. The opposition were poor. They were treating it like a friendly, weren't they? Let's be honest. They weren't really coming to put it on us. I thought the Spurs game was disappointing. The Villarreal game was disappointing. The Newcastle game, it was shaky, wasn't it? It was shaky. Got in too easy, scored too easy. I'm just kind of glad that the pre-season's over now because we can then get on with the league, and it will be pretty much the same. I've not really gathered anything out of the 5 friendlies for me to turn around and say we mean business this season. We are absolutely going to kill it this season. And when Gyökeres has come in, I've always said that we need to build the team around him.
Yeah.
And I know I know people are saying, how can you build a team around Gyökeres? He ain't the best player, blah, blah, blah. It's not as if you're building a team around Henry. Well, when you haven't had a goal scorer, and he is a goal scorer, you've got to build a team around him where he's going to score goals and perform. And if you don't, it ain't going to happen. And there was little signs of that. There's been little signs of that when he's played, that he's running the channels and he ain't getting picked out. He ain't getting picked out early enough. And then you start to look at your creative players like Odegaard. Can he pick a pass? Can he get him in early? No, he gave the ball away. He stumbled over the ball a couple of times. He checked back. By the time he checked back, Gyökeres is checking back. The only positive I did see the weekend, isn't it funny that when you've got competition in the side, suddenly you score a wonder goal like Havertz? Where did all that pace come from on that 3rd goal? Because now he's got competition and his place is now threatened. Suddenly you're seeing Havertz kind of hang on a minute, where did that come from? You know.
Mm.
But yeah, no, I'll finish on this. I mean, 5 friendlies. I've not really learned too much. I've not seen any improvements across the pitch, to be honest. Zubimendi looks comfortable. He looks as if he's been there for a couple of seasons, but he's not a massive upgrade. He's not a huge upgrade. Downman's been an absolute gem of a find, but he ain't going to get many games. Martinelli has got worse from what I can see. Madueke, to be honest, looked better than Martinelli, and that's saying something. So Skelly's not a left back. That was plain to see as well.
Yep.
And yeah, it rolls on into the league, my friend. Am I excited? Not really. I'm just excited that the league's kicking off. Can't really say I'm excited about what I've seen. So yeah, it is what it is, my friend.
Just a bit of football coming back, innit? I think that's just literally it. Because I think we all know that probably after the first game or 2, or maybe 3, definitely 3, we're all probably thinking, "Oh, fuck this! End the season, innit?"
Mm-hmm.
Shane, what's your take on what I personally believe is a very, very, very underwhelming pre-season? But we're just being like DJ season. What when we say that, we're just being toxic and negative, aren't we? What's your take on the whole thing, Shane?
No, it was dog shit. Let's get it right. And look, the thing with Havertz, someone in my chat said that, and DJB touched on it, you know, like with a bit of competition. That I have to respectfully disagree. That's just Havertz with no pressure on him. That's Havertz with no pressure on him. You know what I mean? If that's in a real match and we need the goal, he trips over the ball, or he doesn't take that last touch, or he just swings a foot at it, or blasts it over the bar. You only have to look at him, the difference between when pressure is on and when it isn't. You saw it in under 90 minutes against Man City when we beat them 5-1. When we needed a goal, he missed an open goal. When it was 4-1, he cuts back inside and buries it into the bottom corner. So that's all that was with Havertz, was no pressure. No pressure on him, as in the match, against a team that would have either taken him down before he got into the box or busted a gut to catch up with him. You know what I mean? So, I mean, if we're picking out stuff like that, and this is what the top gooners will do. Oh, Havertz scores a Gyökeres goal and Gyökeres scores a Havertz goal. We're laughing. What I got from it was, oh, Gyökeres, look, he had this chance and he had 2 chances and he hit the post and he hit 2 headers, which he isn't good at. So how are the only chances he's getting for fucking headers? I want to see him getting 3 or 4 chances when he's played in the channels where he's at his strongest. Yep. Didn't see that at all. At all. He will not score more than, say, 5 headers this season, right? So if they're the only chances he's getting, but it boggles my mind. And people can say negative. I knew he'd find a negative. I knew he'd do this. I knew he'd do that. I just don't live in a world where I see something like that and then I put out a post saying Gyökeres is the best striker in the world. Zubimendi's changing our worlds. This is what they're all at. Zubimendi's. For fuck's sake, like
he's like for life.
These are grown men. These are grown men. When I was a kid, I didn't get carried away about Arsenal this much. I knew to reel it in a bit. I had older brothers that would clip me around the ear and say, "Shut the fuck up." You know, it's 1 game into the season, but this is why we're so hated. And this is why we fail, because we pump ourselves up. I'm hearing that Zubimendi's the best 6 in the world, Gyökeres is the best striker in the world, Saka's the best winger in the world, we have the best centre-back pair in the world, Timber's the best right-back in the world. Then they'll go, oh, well, hope he gets second. Okay, well, if you're saying that all these players are the best in the world, then why is your standard so low? Surely we should be winning everything. So what I saw was
win the league.
This is crazy. And I just saw Gyökeres making runs, not getting found. Having like DJ said, having the check back. It's kind of like we've been saying this for weeks, that it doesn't matter what striker you get, he's going to keep making runs, and you're going to see him stop and coming back. He got really annoyed at one point. He made a run, wasn't played to him, and then Odegaard waited. Then when he was offside, he played it, and even at that, he didn't get the ball to him. He played it out of play, and you could see Gyökeres getting annoyed. It's only the beginning. Lewis Skelly is going to get found out. And that's if he plays him now. I think he's already realised he's going to get found out and he's going to start playing Calafiori. Don't be surprised if Calafiori starts. And I'll tell you another thing. What's the odds of 2 players in Timber and Gabriel? One was out for 5 months if you count the summer. The other was out for 6 months if you count the summer. What are the odds that both of them are suddenly fit the last pre-season game a week before we play? The odds of both of them being back for that time, they've been rushed right back. Right back. They've been rushed back. And if they start against United, there's a good chance that one of them will go off injured. A good chance, or else they won't have the pace to keep up. He has rushed them back. It's just like when Saka was magically back just in time for the Madrid game. There was no way he should have been back. It was just like when Havertz was magically back for the last 2 games of the season, so he could come on and show that, oh, we still have a striker.
Oh, he scored a tap in against Fulham, Saka, though, so he was back.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, he's back. Yeah, he scored a tap in, and then he scored a goal against. Yeah. Listen, but this is the thing. Those two won't be ready for United, and United have 3 new attackers that are going to be raring to make a name for themselves. First home game against Arsenal. Sesko, especially if he plays, I'm going to fucking show this team that they should have signed me. Cunha, I'm going to show this team they should have signed me. Mbeumo, I'm going to show them they should have. So they're going to be running at our defence. And if we have 2 players that have had 60 minutes of football, maybe 70 if you count them coming on the other game, starting, crazy work. And if they don't start, we have Kivior at centre-back. This man has spent multi-millions on defence and defensive midfielders. I mean, everybody's going on about what Zubimendi did on the ball. Yeah, hold that. Look what he did on the ball. None of us have said that he's bad on the ball. He's brilliant on the ball when he has time. One of the best. Our worry is him getting swamped with a high press. Our worry is him not being able to handle a player like a Morgan Rogers running at him. That's our worry. It's not. We haven't seen anything to prove that's any different. I hope I'm wrong. But you mean Declan Rice? Oh, he's playing a double pivot. No, he's not. It's exactly what I said. He's still in the 8. He's just having to do twice as much running to come back and protect this guy. And he looks shattered, by the way. Rice looks absolutely drained already. He looks ruined. He will go down with an injury. And because he's blowing, isn't he? He's blowing hard, man. He's blowing hard. And because he is the man he is, and people are saying, oh, you know, he might take his foot off the pedal because of a World Cup year. To me, he is one of those. He's someone on the front lines. He will do whatever his general says. He'll die for the team, right? So if Arteta tells him to just keep on running, he'll keep doing it until something goes. He won't stand up for himself and say, "Look, I need a break. I've had too much." So don't get ready for him to go down with an injury. Get ready for Zubimendi to get swamped and lose the ball a couple of times. Hopefully, it won't last for too long. Get used to the pace. Get used to Lewis Skelly getting cut out and one of those 2 defenders going down. And again, negative. These are just fucking facts in my eyes, and excuse the language. These are just facts in my eyes that one of these things minimum has to go wrong. And then they'll say, well, you know, of course, something's always going to go wrong. Something's always going to go wrong. Yeah, but these are things that can be avoided, and they should have been avoided a long time ago. And we have such a thing. Oh, we get Eze. Where's he going to play? Is he going to play him at the left? He ain't playing him ahead of Odegaard. And Madueke's our starting left winger. And the fact that, you know, that we're looking at him going, oh, right, okay, start Madueke. At least he's better than Martinelli. I mean, that's so sad to me. We are so close to
that's saying something. That's why you so Martinelli. That's saying something. Yeah,
because I saw, and I'll finish on this. I saw Semiu today doing a whole video on how amazing and genius it is to have Madueke out the left. Look at this. He took a touch and he crossed it for. I've got footage of him 2 weeks ago saying, I cannot make sense of this transfer if it's going to happen. I can't make sense of it. Maybe if we were getting them for 25 million and getting Eze and Rodrigo as well, then maybe I just can't get my head around it.
Yeah.
3 weeks later, oh, this is genius. After 45 minutes of football. So, yeah, we're screwed. We are screwed next season.
Yeah, 100%, man. Normski, can you, as well as obviously telling me whether you're whelmed, whether you're underwhelmed, whether you're happy, whether you're pissed, is there any positives to come out of pre-season, bro?
Not really. I mean, everybody's pretty much said it. You know, I mean, I could just sit down and just keep listening to you guys. I mean, you know, I mean, I'm pretty much going to be a bit of an echo chamber. What kind of concerned me is that, I didn't see any kind of real change or impact on the play. It was much of the same, you know, of last season. And then obviously on top of that, you've got like people coming back from long-term injuries, you know, some not even ready and being rushed back. So that's going to be another worry. That left-hand side is obviously still a worry for me in terms of Miles Lewis-Skelly. I've been saying it for time that we need to go and get a proper left-back because he's not a left-back, because he's having to do 2 roles, as in come in and play as a midfield player. That's why he gets caught out all the time. You saw that in the Villarreal game for that 3rd goal. He was nowhere to be seen. He was in midfield. So that is an issue in itself. You know, the chances are that Arteta might start. What's his name in there? He'll probably start Calafiori in that left back position, but he's not. Is he going to stay fit for long? No. The question is, no, he ain't. All right. So you've got that, and to me, he's more of a left centre back as a. I mean, they showed some clips of him on X, like, you know, this is when he's fit. You know, he's that marauding horse, you know, that Shire horse or race horse, whatever you want to call it. Do you know what I mean? So they do all these clips and everything. At the end of the day, I didn't see anything new apart from the Atletico Bilbao. Now, Bilbao really did turn up for a start. There were some good moments, but the problem is as Matty said, when you look talking about patterns, at some point they're going to go back to what they know. So yes, they did this 4-2-3-1, but as Shane said, what's his name was playing further up the field. Yeah, Declan Rice was playing further up the field, and he has got to do a lot of running. Not only that, from start of pre-season, this guy's been blowing. Yeah. Not only that, we didn't really see. It's not good. It's not good. We didn't also see the three that's going to start, which is Odegaard, Declan Rice, and Zubimendi. Because what was happening during that pre-season, he was starting Moreno, he was starting Norgard. And if for whatever reason, if Declan Rice does get injured, then Moreno is your number 8. Yeah, so you get that. This level's absolutely dropped. Norgard has never played in Champions League, so again, it's another level dropper there. Zubimendi looked good on the ball, looked tidy, but as I said, if he's going to be, he hasn't played anybody really. Because listen, he's played against another Spanish side. He knows them, so he knows he's going to get the time on the ball and that. But when you're playing at a much faster pace in the Premier League, where the ball's going to come to you, the players are going to close you down quicker. Is he going to be able to have that composure? You know what I mean? Eventually, it's going to take him time, so we're going to have to give him time. He's a good player. I mean, I love that first time cross. That's something that Arteta didn't teach. That's something that Arteta didn't teach. It was a first time cross.
Counted out of him quick enough.
But he will go, But that's what's going to happen. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. But and also what I'm really noticing as well is like when changes are made, Martinelli plays that first half, and you notice he gets taken off. Where Madueke never ever comes on. He never ever comes on for Saka, right? When Downham is in the team, Downham, who's a centre mid 10, comes in place of Saka, where he gets that 10-15 minutes. Madueke comes straight on in that left position. So what will happen is that my man Martinelli at some point will be phased out, right? And what's the name will be that starting left winger. That's what's going to be a Madueke. Now everybody's gassing about him and saying.
Can I jump in there, Norm? Just quickly as well, because I actually make you right. I can totally get where you're coming from. This is the added frustration of why Arsenal don't sell well, rather. It's because everything you're saying is absolutely fine. They'll phase Martinelli out. Sell him then. Just sell him. Because what we'll do is, and I actually happen to agree with you, we'll phase him out, but we'll freeze him out essentially. And then next season he'll have 1 year left on his deal. And then he'll go, well, no one's paying me 180k a week. I've had offers from X, Y, Z. The money that Arsenal receive is a pittance. And then he'll just go, I'll just stay at Arsenal on 180k a week because the next club are probably going to only give him 60, maybe 80, depending on if he goes, obviously, to Saudis or whatever, then you're looking at this. But realistic, no club in Spain, let's get it right. And I'm saying Spain because that's where I actually think he'll probably be able to get us there, or Portugal, somewhere like that. And in Portugal, they're definitely not going to be paying him the wage. Let's get it right. You go to Spain, Real Madrid and Barcelona are going nowhere near you. Atletico, nowhere near you. Nowhere near you. So you're looking at the players like your Sevilles, your Valencias, your Villarreals, Bilbao's. They're not giving you that much money. They only pay their sort of stars, especially Bilbao, because they're homegrown. That's what they keep them. So they pay them astronomical wages. So he ain't going there anyway for a start, selling some best players. So I don't know why I even brought that up. Ridiculous. But the other lot, they're not going to give him 80k a week and upwards. They're just not. So of course he's going to sit at Arsenal because he's getting the money that he's never ever going to earn. Because we give him the money prematurely. We signed him on a 70k deal, and we should have given him 110 at an absolute push from that new contract. And then gone, you do that again next season, cool. We'll give you 120. Do it again next season, we'll give you 150. You keep doing it, there you go. There's your 180k. Thanks for the wicked 3 seasons under Arsenal Football Club. But we've gone, oh yeah, look, you scored 15 goals for us. Here you go. There's quadruple your wages. And look what's happened now. Look what's happened now. Now we're talking, and I agree with you. We just phase the geezer out. That's fine. And he'll just be another one of them players that just goes into oblivion. We're like, why is Martinelli still here taking up all of our money? And then we'll go, oh yeah, we can't sell him. He'll just be lingering around. Then we won't replace him at left wing because we need the funds. But we can't get the funds because we can't sell Martinelli. It's just such a vicious circle of nonsense. And it's self-inflicted.
It just shows that, we've sold Nuno Tavares what 8 point something million, and my rest what's his name, Marquinhos, okay, for a total, I think combined total of around about 8.5 maybe 10 million. That's all we've done in sales. We've still got Zinchenko on the books. We've still got Trossard on the books. We've still got Fabio Vieira on the books. We've still got Lokonga. I don't think has played 1 second or minute.
Jesus. You've got Jesus.
You've got Jesus there. There's so many players that needs to be. And the thing now, the narrative now, guys, and we said this, that going and spending 52 point whatever million on Madueke, yeah, is going to affect the Eze deal. Yeah, because what's happening now, the situation now is that the narrative now is because Ethan Wanner is now signed a new deal, and Tom I would have sent this to I think I might have sent it to Shane, but because he's signed a new deal now, that's now going to affect the Eze deal. Yeah, because now it means now the players now need to be they need to start selling players. Now we're then told, oh no, PSR is not a problem. Yeah. The Eze deal is actually a separate deal. So we bought Madueke, yeah. We're dealing with Gyökeres, that's a separate deal. So that what we're affected by. All of a sudden, we sign up Ethan Manmurray to a new deal, and all of a sudden, it's a 50% chance of us getting that. It's not looking good. Sources close to Tom Canton is saying, well, it might not be the case. So guys, and that very sad droopy face, it is what it is. Yeah. So this is the problem that we're in. The problem of selling players, we just can't get it right for love nor money. We can't get it right, and now we're in a situation now where we're going to be left with a Madueke playing on that left hand side, and as you're right, what's the name is going to Martinelli is just going to be sitting there rotting because we can't get rid of it. Literally, can't get rid of it. So
look what's happening to Zinchenko. It's literally the perfect example. Why is he still here now? Maybe we'll see something towards the end of the window where a deal will be done. But let's face it, we're not getting life-changing Rodrigo money, who's probably going to Man City, by the way. We're not getting that sort of signing. We're not getting Eze sort of money, are we? We're going to be getting 10 million if we're lucky. And do you know what the most likely thing is? It's probably just going to be a loan, even though he's only got 1 year left. It'll probably be like a fucking loan or something with like a 5 million loan fee and just let his contract expire. That's what something stupid like that it will be. And then look at you copy and paste it for so many other sort of signings. I mean, like you said, like how's Reece Nelson still here? How is he still here? Oh yeah, 100k a week.
Yeah,
it's not hard, is it? Like why is Gabriel Jesus still here? And I actually agree with something Shane said on one of his streams, maybe about a week, 10 days ago, whatever. And it was that if Burke can manage to get him out permanently, especially this window,
that'd be brilliant.
I mean, that'd be one of the best
better than a signing. That would.
That's what I said. It's better than Gyökeres. If he was to get rid of the two of them, honestly, I think it's because the Gyökeres thing, as Kenny would say, is an open goal. He wanted to come, no one else in for him. He had a minimum fee release. We should be able to make that happen. If he can get, because there was rumours that Jesus might go to Brazil and they'll pay half his wage, and then it's an obligation to buy. I don't want any of this, option to buy or certain If it's an obligation to buy and they get 5-10 million even for him and get him off the wage bill for half of it, that's 130 grand saved, right? Gone. And if he gets Nelson gone with an obligation to buy, I said if he gets the two of them like that done, and Zinchenko and days like that,
that's as good as any signing.
More impressive than Gyökeres, without a doubt.
But this is the
problem. Go on, D.
No, the problem is we have got. I mean, people are talking about getting players in, and I still think we're, when you talk about pre-season and are we ready and we're looking ahead towards next week, I still think we haven't done enough. To be honest with you, I still think we're short. I still think we're short in too many departments at this football team. But having said that, we've still got to get players out. I mean, I can't believe Zinchenko's still here. I can't believe Jesus is still here. I can't believe Fabio Vieira, Nelson. These are players that are still here. And if this manager don't get success next season and he goes out the door, the next manager coming in, it's going to put him back like 2-3 seasons.
You're
going to have so many players that we can't get rid of that are going to be sort of 2 seasons older. They're going to be on massive wages. They're going to probably have more injuries. Honestly, can you imagine the mess the next manager's going to have to pick up if we don't get players out the door? It's an absolute joke. But I'll just say this before Norsky comes in. All of this, what we're talking about now, not being able to get players out the door, players rotting in the reserves and out of form and everything else, it's just bad. It's just down to bad management. Yeah. It's just bad. It's down to bad management. It's simple as that. Simple as that. Yeah. But all of that gets overlooked in moments. Oh, we beat Atletico Bilbao in a friendly 3-0. Another moment, everyone forgets about all the past. Yeah. Everyone forgets about the 4 friendlies before that. The way we played is absolutely awful and shit. That's all in the past. It's like the Man City result when we beat them 5-1 at the Emirates. Up until then, we was absolutely crap. After that, we weren't that good anyway. Right? All season, we was absolutely dreadful. But we beat Man City 5-1 and everything gets forgotten. Everything gets forgotten. You know, the signings, the wages, players' injuries, the way we've been playing, the negativity. It all gets forgotten.
It boils down to just moments. It's Moments FC. Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah. So, you get your 89 points, highest points tally, Moments FC. What did he get you at the end of the season? Nothing. Okay. No trophies. You beat the only trophy. Yeah, the trophy for getting 89 points. Yeah. A trophy for beating Man City. A trophy for beating Real Madrid. A trophy for XG.
The XG trophy,
the XG trophy. Let's not forget that. You know what I mean?
Forget that. That's the important one. That was against PSG, the European champions. That's the big one.
That's the important one. But the whole problem of the selling issue is that you're going to have loads of players that are on these high wages, and they're going to end up, if you can't get rid of them, they're going to sit and rot, or either go out on loan, they get sent back because they don't feel that they're good enough, right? And then what happens? You're going to have to let them go on a free, and you get no money for them. And then now going to your next season now, where you want to now try and buy players. I mean, Chelsea, I don't know how they do it, guys. I don't know how they're able to get so much money for their players. They're absolutely brilliant at it, right? But we're useless at it when it comes to players. And that's because it's endemic of us to go and give these players high wages, right? Yeah. And then you're wondering, scratching your head, why we can't get rid of these guys. And these guys are not, they're bang average. That's what makes it even worse.
Do you know what it is as well, Norms? And everything you said is absolutely right. Arsenal, from the get-go, as soon as they sign these players or renew their contracts, we handicap ourselves. That was a mixture of the two. Handcup. There you go. New word. You know, that's what we do. We set ourselves up for failure. We handcup ourselves, of course. And do you know what I mean? And what the real frustrating sort of thing with this is, whilst we do that, we've also given ourselves over the years a reputation, and that's hard to shake. So when a club's coming in for one of our players, albeit, you know, they're going, oh yeah, the wages are astronomical. They're going, Arsenal are mugs. We'll just wait till the end of the window or something like that. And we'll get them on loan or something like that. Because we've got such a bad sort of reputation for selling. We do get taken the piss out of. So that's almost, you know, preconceived. Like if I was a player or whatever, a manager that wanted one of Arsenal's players, you would, wouldn't you? You wouldn't go, oh, fuck me, Reece Nelson's probably going to cost us 25 million here. You'll just go, we'll get him on loan with a £1 million fee by the end of the week because it's Arsenal. You just would. And the thing is that's what ends up happening. We massively shoot ourselves in the foot, Arsenal Football Club. I mean, you look at some of these players, right? That's still here. And by the way, the only real outgoing, aside from obviously the expired contracts, is ripping up Tomiyasu's contract. That's madness. Do you know what? We're on the 11th of August, boys. We got 6 days until the Premier League start, and we haven't made an actual proper financial sale. Now, I know you said about what's his name, you know, Marquinhos going out or whatever. But you know, when we're talking about first team sale or you know, proper squad sale, we haven't made one. No. I mean, we're into like week 10 of the fucking transfer window, and we haven't made a sale. We know we've still got Reece Nelson, like I said, lingering around. By the way, do you know what? I keep forgetting about Leandro Trossard only having a year left on his deal. What are we doing with him? Are we sticking? Are we twisting?
Yeah. He's going to go on a free.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly right. We've got another player then. You know, if we'd have tried selling him either in the winter or now, you'd get 20 million for him easily, wouldn't you? Yeah, reinvest it. We're going to probably sparingly play him next season and then let him walk for free again. Kivior, what we doing? If we don't sell him now, we could probably get ourselves 25 million-ish, give or take. Do you know what I mean? There or thereabouts. His stock, I've said this plenty of times in the channel, his stock will never be as high as it is now, purely because Gabriel was injured. He got himself a run of games towards the end of the season, and he performed reasonably well, to be fair. A couple of shaky games, but he'd had some real good games in there. His stock for Arsenal Football Club will never be as high. Why? Because Gabriel's going to come in, hopefully be fit for the whole season. Kivior won't play. This season, he could be worth, say, 25 million now. Next summer, he'll be worth about 10 or 15. Sell it now, stick or twist. We've still got Albert Sambi Lokonga at this club with 1 year left on his deal. What do you think's going to happen to him? Fabio Vieira ain't worked out. What we doing with him? Do you know what I'm saying? We got the Zinchenko, obviously, we're mentioning here. You know, there's a lot of players here, a lot of average week players. We're just going, we don't really know. Mikel Merino will be 1 in 2, 3 years' time. On 130k a week, he'll be 31, 32 years old. Do you reckon we're going to sell him and make money on him? No, his contract runs out in 2 or 3 years' time. He's going to walk for free on 130k a week. We all know it's happening in Arsenal Football Club. It's not difficult to figure out why we sell bad and are unable to keep up with the likes of the Chelseas and the Manchester Cities, because our self-sustaining model is fucking shit. It's shit. I mean, it's got us this far-ish, but if you want to take the next level, like the Liverpools are doing, like the Manchester Cities want to do and have done in the past, if Arsenal Football Club cannot afford to take us to the next level in terms of getting an Eze and a Rodrigo-esque sort of player in the deal because we can't afford it, then sell better. Get ourselves the money in there. Because if we had have sold a Trossard for 20 million, if we had have sold a Kivior for 25 million, got Reece Nelson at the door for 15, Fabio Vieira out for 20 million, all of a sudden I'm over the Eze mark. All of a sudden I'm over there. If you wanted to get rid of Martinelli, all of a sudden it's very realistic. You've got Rodrigo money and add a couple of quid on top of it, of course. But neither applies. Why is that? Because we don't fucking sell anyone. August the 11th, boys. 8 days. It's actually, what was it? 5 or 6 days until the Premier League itself kicks off. And we still haven't made a financial sale. It's embarrassing. And it's not like we're like scratching our head going, oh, we've got such a tight, quality, tight-knit squad. I don't really know who to sell. We could reel off 8 players. Bang, like that. And they're all in the first team squad. Or, you know, there or thereabouts. They're all... Why have we not made one? The only thing we can do is typical Arsenal. Rip up the contract. FC. Rip up your contract, FT. It's frustrating and then go for free. And we're all scratching our heads. I always say this, and I bore myself to death on it sometimes. He inherited a front three of Lacazette, Aubameyang, and Pepe that cost us about 185 million quid, and he let them all go for fucking nothing.
Throw Ozil into that as well, mate. Throw Ozil into that as well.
Ozil,
You
probably get a Premier League winning squad of the players he's let go for free.
Definitely.
Guendouzi went for nearly nothing, didn't he?
Well, no, he wasn't free. He was like 8 million or something. But he was
pennies.
There's talk of Inter and all these guys being after him. That guy's a fucking baller, man. I was gutted when he let him go. And what bothered me most about it, and I've often said this. Oh, he grabbed. I think it was Mopoy's neck, whoever it was. He was against Brighton. I think.
Brighton, he was
right. Oh, we can't have that sort of attitude, guys. Can't have that. 3 months later, against Brentford, Xhaka did the exact same thing.
Yeah,
made him captain. You can't. It's
who you like. It's who you like.
Attitude problem for him. Attitude problem for someone else. It's a different story. But like to touch on what Aaron was saying there, our transfers are so bad. They always have been. Let's get it right. People say give out about Wenger, right, and the transfers. If you look back, everyone he sold, right, up until he had to start selling them earlier, it was normally right at the end of when they were at their best. So he actually did well to get money out of them. You know, when he let players go, like a Perez and stuff like that, they were right at the end. Like they could have kept him for another year, but he still got 10, 15 million for them here and there. Pleb wanted to leave. He couldn't stop that. But I have a little clip where it plays it about the Emirates here, and he's saying, like, we used to let them go at 30. Then he had to start letting them go at 25. You know what I mean? He had to let them go. Yeah. And this is the thing, when this is completely going off on a tangent, but when everybody's talking about the Wenger years, it all came up over this fucking Egal thing, and I don't want to give the chap any more airtime. But the thing was, you know, I was naming off the years that were considered his worst years. We'll say 2009, 2014. Like 2009, he had to get rid of Leb, Gilberto Silva, and Flamini. Right, so his whole midfield was ripped out from underneath him. His whole midfield was ripped out. Got Champions League. The next summer, among others, he had to sell Adebayor and Clichy to Man City in the same transfer window, our new rivals, right? So that was among others. He had to let two of us in their prime go to Man City. He finished 2 places ahead of them in third. You know what I mean? After losing two of his best players to them. But the thing is, he even when he was letting go of older players, it was right at the end. It was normally they'd move on and then you'd see them in another club, they'd never be the same again. You go, right. And he'd always replace them then with Overmars wants to leave. Right, well, I'll get Perez in. You know what I mean? Petit wants to leave, or I'll get you Berto Silva. He always upgraded them, and he always had the players lined up. But the reason that we lose players for so little, especially under Arteta, more so than ever under Arteta, and we've covered this before, he not only freezes them out, right? He makes it plainly obvious that they will never feature in his team again. So when someone comes in to buy them, like Aubameyang, like Ozil, and they go, all right, we're looking at Ozil, and Arsenal go, 10 million. No, we're not giving you anything. You don't want them. You've made it publicly clear. We're doing you a favor, by the way.
Exactly.
So maybe you can pay some of his wages as well while you're fucking at it, right? So he does that. Zinchenko, well, you don't want them. It's so clear you don't want them. You wouldn't even play them.
And they've lost form, Shane. And they've lost form as well. They've fallen off. They've lost form,
but that's what I said about Zinchenko. When the last 5 games when the league was over, number one, Odegaard needed to be taken out of the firing line. Apparently he needs an operation. Take him out, rest him, play Zinchenko in the 10. If he knocks in a couple of goals, price goes up. Done. Like the Kivior thing. Me and Aaron discussed that before. Yeah. He fell on that. He's never been worth more than he has now because he did okay. We were talking about maybe you get 15 million for him after the last 3 months of the season going, maybe you get 35 million for him if you sell him now. Yeah, but then we're turning down bids. We're turning down bids.
Turning down the bids. That's right.
Turning down bids for Trossard. We're turning down bids. Now apparently Fenerbahce, I think, are looking at Zinchenko. We'll find a way to drop the ball on that as well. I guarantee you we will. Unless Berta, like this is the thing, and I won't judge. People saying judge the transfer window. Proper fans of clubs worry about what's down the line. They worry about, so we worry about wages. We worry about, the price of players. We worry about a player who only has 2 years left on his contract, where these happy-go-lucky, all part of the journey crowd just go, I don't give a shit. We sign Gyökeres and sign, it's like a computer game, right? But we know what's going to come. And then when it happens, to go, you're just negative. And you go, I told you. Did you? Oh, I don't remember. But the thing is, like, we worry about stuff like that. So I'll judge the transfer window when I see, number one, what all these players are on that we've signed. If I see Zubamendi on 75 grand, like people are saying, I go, fucking brilliant, right? If I see Madueke on 50 grand, like people are saying, I go, amazing. If I see Kepa on 100 grand a week, I go, what are you doing? That's crazy. But if I see Gyökeres' rumours at 200 grand a week, now we're moving because as DJ says, we need to put in place something for the next manager. And he's got to be 3 years down the line. If these guys don't work out, at least he can get rid of them. You know what I mean? They can get rid of them. And then the other thing I want to see is who he gets rid of. If he sells these players, like we said, gets these guys in on low wages, then I'm fully convinced he is putting plans in to move forward without this manager. Because he's making ways that he can get rid of the players that don't work.
That would be the first.
That's the first step. I'm going to clean up your fucking mess. First of all, we're going to throw everything out. All the carpets are stained. Though, I mean, it's been one hell of a party. Everything's ruined. We're going to have to rip it all up. You can stay here as long as you want. Well, not as long as you want, Arteta, but as long as I'm going to give you. And at least when you go, then we'll have ripped up the carpets and we can start again. Because, I mean, if they don't soon, then the damage is going to, all that spilled shit is going to go into the fucking woodwork and into the cement underneath. You're going to spend a lot more money. You're going to be covered in mold. But, like, that's what I want to see. And I want to see the pat being laid for the next manager.
I'm hoping he's laying the foundations, Shane. I'm hoping he's laying the foundations for when he comes for the next manager.
Exactly, because this guy's a joke. And I'll finish on this. Me and Jezza did his all-time 11 today, right? So it was like Henry, Bergkamp, Perez, Liam Brady, Patrick Vieira, Tony Adams, David Seaman, all these legends, right? And he said to me, Shane, do you think that Arteta would win a league with them? And I said, no, I don't think he would. No, right? That's the God's honest truth. And it sounded ridiculous. And I went through them and said, well, Tony Adams would fall out with him. He'd have him up against the wall. Oh, Perez would leave. He wouldn't be tracking back like that. He'd leave. You know what I mean? Henry's going to say, what run? Why are you telling me to make these runs? Go fuck yourself.
Why are you crossing the ball into me?
Bergkamp would be told, stay over that side. Stay over that side. What are you wandering around looking for? I said he wouldn't. He'd fall out with every one of them. And he wouldn't know what to do with them. He would not know what to do with them. So you can give him all the players you want. He has no clue what to do with them. He's the worst manager we've ever had. Bar none.
Shane, look, I said, it'd be telling Henry to get your head on it. Whip the balls into him. Don't worry about he's probably the best finisher we've ever seen.
Robert, track back, Robert. Track back.
Yeah. Mate, it's
Ashley Cole, stop getting forward. Go into midfield, Ashley Cole. Go into midfield.
Carl, can you imagine that? Can you imagine Ashley Cole inverting? Oh my God.
And he would too. He'd make him invert.
I said this the other day, right? When the Wenger gate came up with the idiot that I won't mention his name. Yeah. Right. And I said the difference is, right, he's going on, you give Arteta any Wenger side. Let him take his pick. Any Wenger team, and he won't win anything. You give Wenger any Arteta team, and I bet he would have won that Carabao Cup.
Plus a billion quid spend, DJ. A billion quid to spend and not sell his best players.
Exactly. Wenger would not have lost that Carabao Cup semi-final.
No.
Against Newcastle.
100%. And he definitely wouldn't have been embarrassed if he did.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? We were absolutely embarrassed, outclassed, out everything.
There's no Wenger team that would play 2 semi-final matches and not score a goal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mendy, 75 grand. Is
this real though? Is it? Is this confirmed?
Apology. Yeah, they're usually pretty solid. This website,
we still haven't seen a noddy one, so it'd be interesting to see what he'd be on.
There was rumours he was on the same.
Well, if that's the case,
because Wayne is still on 6 grand now, isn't he?
I thought Lewis Skelly went up to 100 grand.
Yeah, and when he only done. No, I mean, there's a couple. I checked it with one other website, and they were the same as this. So I mean, maybe
that's good work now. That's good work.
This is fantastic work.
Yep.
I mean, who else have we sort of come in there?
So you've got Zinchenko.
I think Gyökeres is fair enough. 200k.
Yeah.
200k for the best striker of the club.
Yeah.
Normally the best striker is paid the most.
Yeah.
Look at all the ones from before he came, though. I mean, look at from before he came.
Yeah.
If Berta hadn't have been in place, Gyökeres would be on 280, 290.
We wouldn't have got him. DJ. We would have got Sesma. We would have paid whatever.
Would have been on 150
minimum. Yeah,
I am a little bit shocked if this is up to date. I'm a little bit shocked he's on 75k. I'm glad he is.
This is Berta. I think they've been promised that this manager's living on a prayer.
Yeah, and I think if Zubimendi does perform, then you'll see that.
That's what he did. That's what he did at Atletico, Dormsky.
Yeah,
Sorloth was on 40 grand a week.
Yeah.
If you perform, then you get 80 grand a week. Then you get 120 grand a week. Then and that's why some of their players, you'd look at them and go, well, he's not that good anymore. And you go, yeah, but he's been rewarded for 10 years of being really good and it's gone up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
that's
any other job.
That's what you should be doing. Yeah, that's it. You should be going. And also, what we do is we go, right, we'll reward you. Now pay us back in the next 5 years. What you should be doing is rewarding them for the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Or even if you just don't want to take that much of a drastic step, like Shane was saying, and we've all said anyway, because it makes sense. Do a step by step. Give her, like we said, a Martinelli. After that season, he was on 70k. They give him, I think, a fair enough pay rise under the Unai Emery thing. I think he was on 35k before. Then he had that Unai Emery season, and he went, "Wow, yeah, you're doing good. We'll give you 70." Fair enough. Whatever. You know. Then after that Arteta season, give him 100. Do it again, give him 120. Do it again, give him 150. Do it again, give him fucking 200. Because you're consistently over 3, 4, 5 seasons going, I'm going to get you double figures goals and I'm going to help out with assists as well.
Unless someone has like a Haaland season where they bang in 52 goals or something, you go, right, I'm going to pay you enough that I don't lose you.
Because
you know what I mean? I understand that
and
going, look, here, you're a highest paid player. You're world class. We reward mediocrity.
It looks like Berta's planning for the future.
Yeah.
Because
we used to have to pay these players massive wage because of the manager. I'm certain of that. Why are we paying these average players loads of money? They must have been, well, I don't really want to work under this guy. Look, we'll pay you loads of money. So do you think then that Berta is saying to them, you know, he mightn't be here forever unless we don't win anything. If we don't win anything, he's gone. Trust me. You know what I mean? He'll be gone if we don't win anything this year. And because that's win-win for them. Okay, if we win, he stays and we won something. And if we don't, he's gone. Because when you listen to the Gyökeres interviews, he just keeps talking about Berta. Kept saying Berta's name. Didn't say Arteta's name.
Yeah. Because I reckon it's Berta in his team, innit?
You only ever saw Arteta right at the end when they're signing. You never saw him any other, or Arteta, I mean. You never saw him until that last picture when he looked really awkward and they're like, get the fuck away.
I mean, the only thing I would say, depending on where we are at Christmas time, January time, if there is a manager floating around.
That's it. We were talking about this, DJ. Yeah.
I think Berta will sort of go to the Cronkies. Look, we've got to strike now the irons out. You got a decision to make.
Simeone's just got sacked at Atletico or something.
You boys have got a decision to make because this manager's going to get snapped up if we don't. Get in now.
And that's when we start watching the pressure. If someone like that becomes available, Simeone's only got a year left as well, so they could sack him.
You could see someone like Like, say we were doing bad by January. Let's take your scenario, and the Chelsea were really underperforming, and a Simeone came available.
Yeah,
they're going to nab him. Chelsea are going to go, we want this geezer.
Simeone,
we'll have him, please.
Definitely.
You know,
if Ansi Flick or someone like that becomes
if
available,
a big team, essentially, in it with real ambition, and a Simeone becomes available, they're going to go, we want this fucking geezer, and we want him right now. Arsenal go, but you know,
and it's what happened with Klopp, wasn't it? It's when Klopp came available, and we didn't really go for him then, did we? We didn't go for Klopp, and I was going, go get Klopp, just go and get Klopp.
Get him, get
Klopp at the club. And we didn't get him, did we? And the rest is history. You know what I mean? It's just like
we're too scared of that. We're too scared of that, aren't we? That's what we are.
I don't want to be in that scenario. I don't want to be in that scenario.
It's always been the case with Arsenal.
Yeah.
I want to be. I'm hoping that Bert has got this relationship with the Cronkies whereby he'll turn around in January and go, look, we ain't winning the league. We've been quite poor in the Champions League. FA Cup and Carabao Cup's an outside chance. The football ain't been brilliant. He's had all this money. He's had everything he's wanted. I think we've now got to consider him, you know.
Yeah.
And the Cronkies, I'm hoping, the main Cronky will come back and go, well, actually, I think we better start moving now.
You just need, if we lose a few of the early games, 2 or 3 of them in the first 6, and the first home game when it's looking like this is terrible, when those boos, we need those boos to ring out, man. You know what I mean? Because I just don't see it ever happen. This fan base have gotten they're really digging their fucking heels in on backing this guy. They're really digging their heels in on backing this guy. We love you no matter what. I'm hearing things like that. The process can take forever if that's what it takes.
I think
Arteta. We love Arteta. We'll never.
Yeah,
I hope so. It has to. It has to, DJ. But
you're
there all the time, and so is
Aaron,
I
honestly think you could have another Arsene Wenger.
Do you foresee it? Do you foresee it happening though? Do you? Do you foresee enough people turning?
Where I sit, I reckon it could turn. Yeah, I reckon it would. I reckon it'll start fighting for his head.
Lose the United and
already where I sit, people in front of me, the people in front of me, around me. They all thought he was going to go last season. They all thought that on the pitch at the end was his last. They all said, "Oh, I can't see him being here next year."
Okay. I didn't know it had gone that far.
Yeah.
Because I just look at this crowd and I just go, "Oh, this is a different thing." And we've touched on it before, and I did use Aaron as an example in this when I was talking about it. Boo and Pepe, right, in the preseason game. Boo and Pepe, who never did anything wrong, right? He was frozen out. He was treated like shit. He never came out and said anything. He just trained. He tried to play his part. Yep. Was forced out, right? Even coming back, he put out a tweet saying, "I'm going home," with a crying emoji going to the Emirates, right? They booed him. And then I used it as an example saying, these are the crowd that when Aaron booed Odegaard after 15 fucking stinkers in a row, some owl lad said to you, "Oh, what are you doing, mate, booing your captain?" You know, but you'll boo a player who did. And do you know why they booed him? Because he played under Arteta and Arteta didn't like him, so they don't like him. That was it. Gone.
But then, as I said, sorry, Norms, but the amount of fans that will do that are around me, there are fans that will turn around to you and go, "What are you talking about? It's, you know, blah blah blah. We finished second and all that." The same fans that were telling me to go and support Spurs against Newcastle.
Well, I mean, as I said, the way they were booing him, you would have thought that he'd gone to.
But they weren't fans in the friendlies, were they? They weren't the. Do you know what I mean?
They're Arteta supporters.
Proves what they're like though as a club.
That's what I was saying. They're Arteta supporters. The fact that he bombed him out and they're booing him. As I said, if you didn't know, but you could, well, what did you would have thought he's playing
never said a word. Never said a word.
He didn't say boo to a goose, did he? Pepe
never said a word. Never put up.
Just went about it. Kept his head down. Yeah. And literally, this guy just
always ready to come on. Never moaned when he was subbed off. Never moaned when he was dropped. Never said anything after he left.
Yeah, absolutely ostracised the game.
Didn't disrespect the club.
And guess what? That all done, boys and girls in the chat as well. Do you know what I mean? If there are any today, smash up the likes as well. Big up to the world class chat, by the way, man. Don't forget these guys' links are pinned. Do you know what else happened with doing all of that to Pepe? he lost all his transfer value.
Yeah.
This, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
By doing all of that, he absolutely ostracised him, frozen him out the team. By the way, like, people say it's a flop, and like it's always a little bit harsh. I can get that it just didn't quite work for him at Arsenal Football Club, but he put numbers up. You know, and he played big
he was a top
moments
scorer
for
one
Arsenal
season, wasn't he?
Club. Yeah.
Yeah.
He put big moments in, and he was also a big reason why Mikel Arteta won that FA Cup.
Could take
Let's
a free
get that
kick.
right. Yeah, exactly right. He could finish.
Coached properly.
It just didn't work. Yeah.
Good player.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was a bit
he
of a
was
shame.
he was
what done to
balling. He
him.
was balling out for Lille. I mean,
Yes, he was. Yeah.
You know,
He was never a £72 million player, was he, Norms? But
No,
you know what?
no, he wasn't.
I mean, 28 when
I
he
used to
let him
have-
go. He also won
yeah,
free transfer.
I used to have this running
Do you know
joke.
what I
I used to have this running joke with my mate. So when we obviously, I remember when it popped on that Saturday. It was a Saturday afternoon, and I was at work at the time. And my mate texted me, goes, "Yeah, we get." He started to filter out and said, "There's no way we're going for a £72 million player." You know what I mean? It was like, nah, it's just sort of like. And then next thing we know, we said, "Here we go," blah blah blah. 72 million. So I thought, okay, he's come to the club now. So watching him play and everything. So me and my mate used to have this running joke. So we said, like, if he had a bad game, he'd be like worth 72 pence. Or if he had like a, very bang average, it was like £7.02. So when he had which wasn't a lot, but when he did have a banging game, we'll say, yo, that's why we spent £72 million on. But to be honest, perfectly honest, it's just that there was times where it was frustrating for him. He could bang a free kick and whatnot. But just didn't get the chance. And then obviously when Arteta came in, completely killed it.
Never got a proper run though. Your players need runs in the team.
Yeah, I think that's the problem.
He didn't get a run.
He didn't get a run.
Like Savio at City when Lee's having the back and forth with lads in his chat. He is a baller, but he needs a run. These players need a run in the team.
I mean, I wouldn't mind him at our club.
But that's the thing.
He's ended up going to Tottenham. Can't believe that, mate. If possible,
that's the thing. But the thing with Pepe is, like Aaron said, he wasn't a £72 million player, and he wasn't. No, but he was more £72 million player than Havertz is a £65 million player.
Oh yeah.
He's closer to a £72 million player than Havertz is to it. You know what I mean? Like, let's get it right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just look,
he's
he's the best
£52-55 million player.
Yeah. Exactly.
Definitely. And at 30 years old, he comes down there and rips MLS.
Even did that when he scored. Even did that when he scored while they were booing him. He was gone.
At 30 years old, he's ripping our left back,
shredding him. He put him on toast.
Yeah,
I even think that performance made Arteta go, shit, maybe Lewis Kelly won't be playing left back. Honestly, I really do.
Honestly, at 30-year-olds, he's probably said that. He said, right.
Do you know what?
It's a shame that he can't make his mind up.
The amount of stick that I've got, because I've said from day one, Skelly is not a left back. He's been brainwashed into being a left back. You know what I mean?
I shouted from the rooftops. It's just not. It's not his fault.
Yeah,
it's not his fault. It's not his fault. He was put there by default, and he's practically been brainwashed to think, oh yeah, perhaps I am a left back. Perhaps this is my position. And then he got picked for England. He's thinking, yeah, this is it. This is what I am. Yeah. But you can see he's not. Any diagonal ball, and he's done for.
He's been done for. Though he's been out of position. It's good.
Yeah. And is it just a better Zinchenko from Hell End, isn't it?
Right, there you go.
That's just what it is, isn't it? It's just a Hell End Zinchenko, isn't it?
And the players are cutting onto him now. He's going to get the ball. He's going to try and shield it and turn. And he does the thing where he leans in and falls on the ball and he gets free kick. But you don't always get it like against Tottenham. Players are going to. I'd be telling my players, right, when he gets the ball, he's going to lean into you, stand back. And then he won't know what to do because he can't forward then. And then someone nip in and take it off. He's going to get caught in the ball so many times. And he'll get a free kick a lot of the times, but a lot of the times he won't. And it will be in a game against Liverpool or something.
Kicks in silly positions because some of his tackling the weekend.
He was getting booked in pre-season friendlies, DJ. He was getting booked in pre-season
friendlies. He looked I
like that he has that about him.
Yeah, he looked a little bit.
Yeah, he looks knackered.
He looked
sluggish as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
but we'll see how he goes. We'll see how he goes.
Apparently, the preseason training was intense preseason training because that's what the players needed after that season.
Guys, this is what I've been saying as well. We were saying it at the start of the transfer window. We needed 6 or 7 signings, and the signings we've made, they've not really an upgrade. We're still areas that we're short.
Just one.
That's all we've upgraded.
One upgrade is the front.
United have upgraded with all 3 signings. United have upgraded. Cunha's an upgrade on what they had, and Buemo's an upgrade. Yeah, left side's in bits.
Just quickly, guys. I do want to read these super chats, and Johnny,
yes,
I will save yours until last, and maybe I'll save it in 2 seconds because it's a talking point. It lands me on perfectly. But after I read these super chats, there is a little bit of breaking news we have to talk about, Johnny. Then I'll get your super chat because it lands on what I want to speak next year. So I know you sent it in first. I just wanted to let you just sort of let you know, because if I do it now and then the others, it kind of negates away from what I wanted to talk about next. So I appreciate it, brother. But yeah, it lands that well. Just quickly, guys. Yeah, and then I've got a bit of breaking news that we have to laugh at. Joseph, come on, brother. Big up to you, my man. Thank you very much for the super chat. What a geezer. He supports all the channels, man. And we love a bit of Joseph over here. Big up is Sando Aaron, DJB, Shane, Normski TV. Big up, man. Said it in DJB's chat last night. He said, why does Odegaard get more excuses than any other player? Because he's been given that captain and he's under a Mikel Arteta's model. That's why. Look at Mikel Arteta as a captain. What does it remind you of? It reminds you of role model Odegaard, doesn't it? He's the manager's bitch. Do you know what I mean? He's the guy that sits there with a prefect badge on. He's a hall monitor. That's exactly what he is. He'll nod, he'll jump and say how high, and then he'll make sure he jumps that high just to get in your good books. He's a brown nose. He's a brown nose captain. And that's what he is. He's not a big fan of me. I'm not a big fan of him, rather. He probably isn't a big fan of me, to be fair. Then again, he don't know who I am. Good prick. Big up Suge. Come back in. Obviously, Suge is doing Suge things. Big up to Suge. If we do sell players like Zinni, Kivior, Trossard, and Kieran Tierney gone, obviously our issues of last season will be back. Facts, man. They didn't start, but we're squad players. Yeah, listen, man, and they're going to be lingering around. Unfortunately, obviously with Kieran Tierney gone there, Trossard, he could walk away for free next season. Zinchenko could walk away for free next season. Kivior's transfer value will slash in half, minimum. If we don't sell him this summer, me and Shane covered it in this stream. It'll just slash in half. That'll be pointless. And then it'll be like, well, no one's offering the money for him. And then guess what'll happen? He'll probably be lingering around, and he'll probably go for a loan with an option to buy for 1 season. And then they won't take up the loan to buy, and then we'll just be stuck on Lokonga settings with him. Just what's happening, isn't it? No one knows. No one wants him. His value's totally gone. Big up to just coming again, our geezer, our brother from down under, man. It's our Wells DJB Normski. Always speak facts. I agree with Adam and Sean sometimes. This is brilliant news, man. You must be getting sick. You're always sick, Suge. You're a sick man. And you definitely need your head checking. 150%. It's the most sense I've heard you talk all fucking stream, Suge. You do definitely need to get your head checked. I double agree with you, my friend. But big up to you, my brother. Just quickly, Gianni, I will get your super chat after this. But I've just seen this, guys, man, and I have to say it because it's coming from a tweet, which has actually been from an account. It's been pretty spot on with a lot of transfer bits, this and all of that. From the hand of Arsenal, I think, and they're pretty spot on, to be fair. I can't think of it was in my chat earlier. It might have been you, Doc, that had wrote in, and I can't find it now. I was scrolling earlier to try and find it, but you basically, if it weren't you, Doc, it was someone else. Big up to you as well, Doc, and big up to someone else if it was someone else. Was basically saying, oh, we had the lemons 1 year, we had the pickpockets 1 year. What's Arteta going to do this year? Oh, I can actually answer that for you right now. So this is what Arteta's going to do.
The tunnel, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mikel Arteta wants training sessions at Colney held in the darkness so his players can develop predator-level ball tracking.
Fucking hell, man.
And this geezer's been spot on, by the way. Like,
see you later.
Spot on this hand of Arsenal. Like, when this account tweets, usually it's been...
This is 15 million quid this guy's getting a fucking... Do you know what I mean? Look.
People in the chat.
I'm there.
What's this? What's this?
Are you having a laugh?
Boys, should we put all the lights out? Can you put the lights out? Lights out. Alexa, turn the light on.
Okay.
I just want to get my predatory ability to be a YouTuber, so I'm going to turn all the lights out. What's going on, bruv? Seriously, man.
Alexa, turn off the room light.
Oh, look at posh DJB over here, Alexa. Yeah,
there
man.
We go.
What we're doing it. Here we go. It's darkness. You know, we're us YouTubers, you know what I mean? Just to get our predatory info, our excellence in being able to deliver quality content.
Here we go.
Turn out the lights. Turn off the light. Nelly Furtado settings. We're turning off the light.
Can you imagine, right? The players turning up at London Colney. Can you imagine what
they're all
going
to have head injuries? They'll be smacking
what
into each other, man.
What the fuck's he on about?
On the opposite with the light bulbs, isn't he?
Guys,
it's
Teddy Pendergrass settings.
This
Turn
can't
out
be real.
the lights. Oh my word! This is not real. This is not real.
This can't be real. It can't be real.
This can't be real, guys. It cannot be real. No way is this real.
Bruv, I mean, from the account that it came out of,
Absolutely,
that it's not a muggy account. Like from what they've tweeted out earlier in the transfer window, etc., to gain their notoriety, I can't see them ruining it. I don't know. I hope it's a wind up. I hope it's a wind up.
Nothing surprises me.
The very
send that on to me.
Fact, I will do.
Send that on to me.
Yeah. I'll do it now. The very, very, very fact that we are even talking about it instead of dismissing
that could
it
be real.
instantaneously.
If you heard it about anyone else, you go, that's
yeah.
April Fool's joke.
Yeah, you go, whatever. Yeah, ha, yeah, that's funny, whatever. The very fact that we're like going, oh, yeah, he could definitely do something like this. Yeah. It just speaks volumes in itself.
Someone's saying that it looks like a troll account.
I fucking hope so, bruv. I hope so. I was just scrolling through Twitter and then I see that. I was like, what? Yeah, so someone's maybe added it. But, I mean, either way, I mean, you could foresee this Philip doing something like that, couldn't you? The very fact that you're like, what?
Well, don't worry, guys. Listen, don't worry. I've taken the advice of Arteta and I've built this reinforced tunnel. So I'm okay. Yeah, I'm not going to hear the fans shouting at that. So I thought I'd decide to go in the tunnel. So, I mean, listen, it's all about the tunnel now, isn't it? It's all about, that's where I am now. I'm in the tunnel. Yeah. Yeah. So they'll be coming. All the players will be coming around the corner. Yeah. See, look. I'm in the tunnel, mate.
Oh, mate.
Nothing surprises me if that ain't.
No, don't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
that's the problem.
This is a guy that said speakers on the training ground, pickpockets. Nothing surprises me.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Thank God if it is a fake account. Thank God, because we can't have it. We can't add that on top of the whole load of nonsense we already have to deal with at Arsenal Football Club. We can't be having these turning off the lights. The problem is you can.
The story of the tunnel is true, isn't it? About even when he said something about the tunnel, like apparently he wants to remove the tunnel so that the opposition fans, when they come through, will hear.
Yeah. That is true. Yeah. He's removed the tunnel.
Well,
no, make it more intimidating.
I'm putting a reinforced one in there. That's done. Anybody wants tunnel building? There, come and see me. Yeah, I'll do
Normski's tunnels.co.uk. He's got a website. He's the guy.
I'm the guy, bro.
Underground tunnels. Normski's your man.
Yeah, mate. I could do all of that. Yeah, the opposition fans, obviously. Yeah. I can only work for them, because I'll be working against Arteta, because he wants the tunnels removed. So that's the new thing out now. So
it's never ending. But
it's never ending.
Do you know what? Big up to Gianni as well. Big up to you, brother. This is
Gianni,
where I sort of wanted to take this little bit here in a section of the show. Big up to the panel of legends. You are too kind, Gianni, my brother. We are in the top 4 race. Absolutely facts. Russian players back. They were supposed to be out for the first game. Facts. That's worrying in itself. Still playing the same football. That is very, very, very worrying. Long season ahead. Arteta out. Top Gooners out. And it's that penultimate little bit there that I want to talk about. Long season ahead. DJB. I personally think, and I think you're going to agree with me, it's a fucking long season ahead, isn't it, bruv? It's going to be a long season, this.
Yeah, from what I've seen so far, signings we've made, I think it is. As I said, I was hoping that we'd get some really exciting players in the door. I mean, Zubimendi's just sort of like a carbon copy of what's gone out, really.
Yeah.
And apart from Yorkeres, we ain't really done enough. I don't think we've done enough to do enough, if you know what I mean. And from what I've seen, I don't think a lot's going to change. I don't think a lot's going to change. In fact, I think it's going to get worse. I think you're going to see a lot of high balls going into the box. You're going to see a lot of long throw-ins. You're going to be relying on set pieces again. And then he's got the, and I said this before, he's got plan B. He's got Norgard to come in and join for height, hasn't he? He can throw them all on there then, can't he? He can get Norgard in the box. He can get Zuberman, he can get Gyökeres in there, he can get Havertz in there. He can launch the balls in. Yeah. I think you're going to see a lot of panic football next season. Yeah. I think that if it's not going well, it's going to be a case of get the ball out wide, throw it into the box, get some free kicks, set pieces, long throw-ins. Honestly, that's what I can see. I can't see us literally carving too many teams open because we haven't got that creativity. And if we don't get Eze, there's no creativity there. And I've said it before, Aaron. You mark Saka out the game. You lay into Odegaard early doors, so he goes missing. The left-hand side is non-existent. You sit in front, two banks of four, hit diagonals, and that's it. And you bomb forward in numbers and flood our midfield, and that's it. And I can see the same. I can see the same happening next season. I really can, because of the players he's signed. He hasn't really signed anyone that's kind of. I'm thinking, we've got the striker. That's it. But yeah, it's pretty much the same, my friend. So it is going to be a long season, I'm afraid. It's going to be a frustrating one. Because I'm not going to change my mind. I really wanted this manager gone this season. I really wanted him gone. I wanted a whole new start. I wanted new players, new sporting director, money thrown at it, get someone else in, get the players, get their mojos back, get the players get excited again, get Martinelli up and running, different tactics, and it's just going to be the same. So, yeah, I hope not. I hope we can do something, but he ain't going to... See, what you got to remember is he's got to change the way he plays. He's got to practically go 360 and completely change the way he plays. And he's not going to do that. He ain't going to do it. You've seen signs he's not going to do it. So, yeah, long season ahead, my friend. And the first 6 games will tell you exactly where we're going this season. It will tell you exactly 100%. Where we're going this season. 100%.
100%. Yeah, absolutely. Do you know what? I could even sort of go a little bit earlier than that. I reckon after the Liverpool game, we'll probably see where we are. Because I reckon if we're looking good for the season, we get a result at Manchester United. And by the way, I don't care how we get a result at Manchester United. If it's the ugliest win you'll ever see in your life, FA Cup final 2005.
I'm happy with that.
I'll take the 3 points and run. Get that first win over the line. I couldn't care less. And then put momentum into the Leeds game. Get yourself 6 points out of 6 and then stink the place out at Anfield. I don't care again. We probably won't win there. Just stink the place out. If Arsenal Football Club come out with 7 points in the first 3 games of their season, I'll go, do you know what? Not bad. Really,
Aaron, can I just ask a quick question? Are you being positive?
Yeah, God, I know. Yeah. Well, you know.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah, it's weird.
You haven't heard the realistic side of things yet. But listen, there's a reality. With that, I would be happy because then, if you was to get 7 points out of that and then go into the Nottingham Forest game on match day 4 and then get 10 points out of that and just be able to build then your next games be Manchester City and Newcastle away. If you was to even come out of that lot with, I don't know, 11, 12 points, I reckon you've done fantastic out of the 18, obviously.
3 London derbies in the Champions League.
Fair news. what I do think
the reality
is we probably won't win against Manchester United. We probably will get over the line against Leeds. We probably won't even draw at Anfield. We'll probably beat Nottingham Forest, with all due respect, and then we'll probably struggle against Manchester City and draw, and then we'll probably get beat at Newcastle. So show me something different.
Yeah,
that's what I want to see, and that's what I want to see at Manchester United. And I'll bring you, Shane, in there as well. We've got Manchester United first. I always say this, and I've said this for a long time. This is probably one of the biggest opening games of Arsenal Football Club's recent history, considering on what's riding on it, i.e., the manager's been here. He's going into his 7th season, spending nearly £1 billion, the 6 new signings that we've got in, etc., etc. You lose, considering the running we've got as well for the 6 games. The run-in, I say obviously the first 6 games is what I mean. This Manchester United game's big, isn't it, bruv? It's a massive game. What do you reckon on it? What's your take, and what do you reckon on the season? Is it going to be a long season, mate?
Yeah, I think this is the biggest first game of the season we've had in a long time.
Yeah.
Well, this guy's had pressure-wise. And we've seen what he's like under pressure. He can't handle it. Can't handle pressure whatsoever. And he rarely gets a put on him by the press, but he will this season. And we'll see what happens. He's going to come out with the most ridiculous comments. He's going to dig himself a hole that he can't get out of. I have it down as a 1-1 at the moment. That's what I think it's going to be. 1-1. Stinky 1-1. But Donnarumma was left out of PSG's squad. If United get him, or Chelsea, I think Chelsea might nip in for him. Do you know that? Chelsea get him.
And Chelsea
massive
could be a problem.
If Chelsea get him, they're a big problem. Big problem. They are already. They're going to finish ahead of us as it is. But look, I see that as a draw. And if it's a draw, for me, honestly, as doomsday as this sounds, if we don't win that, it's already the beginning of the end for him. Because even if we beat Leeds, honestly, it sounds terrible, but even if we beat Leeds, if Liverpool come out of the blocks like I think they will, they are going to score more goals this season than they have in a long, long time. Because their defence, if you look at them in that Community Shield, both fullbacks, they were terrible, but attacking-wise, both fullbacks were bombarding forward. Yeah. And if they have McAllister, Gravenberch, and Wirtz, which they won't for the first game, Gravenberch suspended, I think. But even then, and then with Ekitike, and it's looking like it's increasingly likely Isak is going to stay at Newcastle, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm surprised that Liverpool selling if they weren't definitely going to get him in. So they'll be busting a gut to get Rodrigo now as well, who I think City will. It's crazy, the Rodrigo thing. I mean, why are people shocked by this? I don't know how many times I said it on streams. Even if Rodrigo does leave Madrid, he ain't coming to us. He was never coming to us. Never coming to us. He is going
never on the cards.
City or Liverpool. It was never on the cards. It was just like I said, Arsenal always do this. They dangle the beauty queen and then send you home with a pig. They do it every summer. Benzema every year we get Shamak. This is what they do. They and then the Arsenal fans forget about it and they go, oh, they just remember
we get
beautiful time when we linked with these top strikers. But I think we'll draw. I think we'll draw. And if they get a Donnarumma or a Baliba in, I think we could lose. So if we lose that or the Liverpool game, the top Gunners have lost their top 6 thing. They'll be running out. That's the only thing they have left, really. The only drum they have left to beat. Then if we lose a game by 2 or 3, they'll have lost that thing. So it's going to go wrong. That's Matt Gunner just keeps relentlessly saying we're going to win the league. Jesus fucking Christ! And Chelsea are shit. This is what you're dealing with kids. They don't have an argument. So just say Chelsea are shit. They just won 2 trophies. So Jesus Christ! But yeah, so Chelsea will finish ahead of us. Liverpool will finish ahead of us. City will finish ahead of us. And then if Newcastle keep Isak, I don't think he's the type to sulk. I think he'll go. The only way he'll stay is they'll give him a double his money, say, look, give us 1 more year on double the money you're on, and then we'll let you go, no problem. I think he'd be happy enough to say, fine, I'll do that. You know what I mean? Which it's only 1 more year. We're in the Champions League, World Cup year. I'll definitely get a start all the time. I'm sure they could convince him to do that. So if they keep him, then they'll be ahead of us as well. Rodrigo was a big possibility. He's fucking mutants, man. I swear to God. Anyway, I think we'll draw. And then, like you said, beat Leeds, scrape over the line against Leeds, and Liverpool beat us. And then from then on, it's suddenly the Forest game at home looks very, very hard. Very hard.
Yeah.
Liverpool are 5 points ahead of us, and City are 5 points ahead of us, and Chelsea are 4 or 5 points ahead of us.
We've got City.
And then, of course, City will come to us. They'll beat us at the Emirates. They're going to come all out this season, man. I still think that I am almost leaning towards them to win the league over Liverpool. I'm still, I'm swaying on them, but sometimes I just think
especially
Guardiola
if they get Rodrigo.
Yeah, and Guardiola does not go 2 years like that without winning something again. He doesn't. He'll be coming all out to win that league. So if they come out of the blocks like that and we get left behind by 2 or 3 teams, it's so hard to catch. It's hard enough to catch one team. When it's 2 or 3 teams, it's just impossible. And then, of course, away to Newcastle. And then I think after the 6 games, that's when we'll be looking at a completely different situation for this manager. He'll be under pressure every press conference, and it'll fall apart very, very quickly.
Yeah, that's why I sort of say as well, you know, like I said, factoring everything in, you know, with the Manchester United game obviously being away, first game, the run-in, the pressure on Mikel Arteta, the need to deliver 5 trophyless seasons, going into 7th season, the £1 billion. Just there's so much riding on this season, isn't there? It's not like it's his 2nd season, you know, he's been moderately backed. Over the course of the 5 years or the 5 summer windows that he's had, he's been given an average of 200 million quid to spend. You know, that's not mug money over the course of 5 years. That's a lot of dough. That's not silly money. And where we are now is in a situation where he has to deliver. Mikel Arteta wouldn't have, well, you'd like to think he wouldn't have faced pressure like this, because now it's do or die for him. Should have been that way last year. Should have been that way the season before. Probably even the season before. I can sort of get maybe why after that first season when we were blowing teams away and we got the 8-point lead, I can get why they probably give him another go. I wouldn't have personally, but I can at least understand and gone, okay, yeah, cool. Well, you know, that was the first season. It exploded or whatever the phrase was. I can at least understand the counter argument and go, nah, look, this geezer's done this from the back of this. Maybe we'll give him another chance. I go, well, not for me, but I get where you're coming from. But then he didn't follow it up with anything. And then he didn't again this season follow it up with anything. Now it's like, come on, bro. It's going to be your 7th season at Arsenal. This is going to be, you're going to have entered 27, I think, or something like that, competitions after the season's finished. And you're telling me that you're only going to win one of them, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? He's at 19 since winning the FA Cup. And he's done 19 consecutive failures. This is going to be 20, 21, 22, and 23 that he's going to enter. You know, you've got to win something. You can't consecutively lose competitions like this. It's unacceptable. When you factor in all the variables, it's unacceptable. And then you've got this run-in. It's either going to make or break him the first 6 games. I genuinely believe. You know, maybe he might skate through somewhere in the middle, but somewhere in the middle just ain't good enough. What's good enough is coming out that patch, not getting 6 wins out of 6, but if you've managed to get Old Trafford out the way, Anfield out the way, Newcastle away, all 3 being away, by the way, all out the picture, Manchester City at home out the way, and you come out 3 points behind the leaders, 4 points maybe max, I'll go, do you know what? Now you've got a little run of games. You've got some real stinkers out the way there. You're not a million miles behind. You know, 3 points is thereabouts. I'll go, I'll probably take that.
Yeah, but then we're playing the Bournemouths and the Fulhams and the Villas that he slips up against all the time.
Yes, I know. It's just. Did you see where I'm coming from?
I mean, listen, Aaron and guys. I think listen. At the end of the day, you know, is there going to be light at the end of the tunnel? Excuse the pun. Yeah, is there going to be light at the end of the tunnel? I mean, I can't really see around the corner there, so I don't know really what it holds for me. And just answer Matt Cunner, sort of say. He says most Arsenal fans are just full of negativity. What I would caveat that and say, actually, most Arsenal fans are just full of mediocrity. That's really what it is at the end of the day. Yeah, we settle for mediocrity. We settle for
delusion.
Second place.
But we don't.
Delusion.
We don't. That's
we
what
don't.
we're called
We
negative.
don't. Yeah, that's why we're called negative. Yeah. So yeah, we might be negative, but the other side is mediocrity. That's what you guys accept. You accept coming second 3 times in a row, getting 89 points, beating Real Madrid Cup. All of those things, blaming the referee, blaming the shape of the ball, you name it, Arteta being a genius, being the best manager since last spring, all of that, you throw that all in. That's mediocrity thinking. We're used to winning titles. That's the angle that we come from. That's what we have seen growing up, watching the Arsenal. Winning titles, and we're always saying at the end of the day, you can come back to the stream. If we're wrong, then we're all celebrating together. If we win the league and you come back and go, oh, I told you so, when we go, so what? We won the league. That's what we've been asking for all this time. So all you've done is just come and just confirmed what we were being asking for the last 6 years. That's it.
Do you know what? Yeah, as well. I'm going to get this up from Matt. Yeah, so you'll eat your hats when we win it. I answered a very similar question from one of the fucking divs in Terry's chat at the Football Terrace. Yeah, they come and super chatting. Oh, so what are you going to do if we win it? I'll be like, well, I'll be very happy. For a start, I will be there to watch the trophy. You know, assuming he wins the Premier League, I'll be there at the stadium to see him lift it. I'll also be going to the parade. And then they counter that and go, oh, yeah, but will you admit, like this is basically saying, will you eat your hats? Will you admit that you were wrong? For this season, the 25-26 season, if Arsenal win the Premier League or the Champions League, for this season, I'll go, yeah, do you know what? At the start of the season, I called, no, yeah, we're not going to win anything. I will happily put my hands up and go, yep, for this season, I'm wrong. If he wins something, and this is what people, maybe like you, Matt, I don't know for 100%, it sounds like I might be right. This is where people get things so wrong and so twisted. If he wins this, it'd be 6.5 years it's taken him. That doesn't rewrite the other 5.5 years of failure.
Yeah.
And this is where I'll put my hands up and go, yes, the 25-26 season, I was wrong, Matt. I was wrong. He won the Premier League or the Champions League. I'm not apologising for the 19 consecutive failures that preceded it. No way. You know, I mean, come on. It's not as if he's been here for 2 years and won it. I'll go, yeah, fair dues. Yeah, wicked. I'll give managers, or at least I'm willing to give managers around 2 years to just go, show me what you've got. And if you don't win in that time frame, the same as players. You know, I accept that sometimes a player don't come in and happen. If you ain't going to do it for me after 2 seasons, then you probably ain't never going to do it. Go away, get out. This manager would have took 6.5 years to have won the Premier League. Bro, that doesn't account for 6.5 years of failure. I'm sorry. It accounts for that season. In the 1920 season, he won the FA Cup. Win. Success. In the 2021, 21-22, 22-23, 23-24, 24-25, he didn't win fuck all. 5 years of failure. If he wins something this year, cool. Success. Excellent. We eat our hats. Buzzing. If he doesn't, which I personally think he will, that's 6.5 years of failure. When do we stop? Oh, then you'll be coming into the chat, Matt. When you don't come over here, to be fair, and you're never rude. I don't agree with what you say, but you're never rude, so that's fine. You can have your opinions on it, but you'll probably be in this chat next season, and you'll be welcome if you're not coming and you're being rude. Going, yeah, well, but next season will be good. Man City are shit. We've been here. Do you not think we've not been here the same last year as copy and paste last year, copy and paste 2 years ago, copy and paste 3 years ago? We get people coming in saying, yeah, you're going to eat your hat when we lift in the Premier League. I haven't ate any hats in 5.5 years, bro. I ain't ate any hats in 21 years, bro.
Yeah. Not only that, Aaron. Have they been eating their hats? Because they've been saying it every single season for the last 3 years. How many hats they got left to eat now then? Because they've not won it for the last 3 seasons.
Oh, God.
And Matt, if we don't win it next season, are you going to keep your hat? Do you know what I mean?
There you go.
Or what will you say?
They just reset it again. Matt, they just reset it again, DJB. They just reset it and say, well, next year, when they start the whole argument again and say that the past doesn't matter because he came up against Pep and he came up against this and he's competing and get the fuck out of me. And Scott came up against Pep as well. How did that turn out?
And fair play to Matt. He hasn't been rude enough and he's just
he's not rude.
And that's fair play. He's got his opinion. But Matt, can I directly ask you this question, Matt? And be honest, yeah. I mean, obviously, if he doesn't win anything this season, right? Say if he doesn't win anything this season, say we do happen to come second, which we won't, but I'm just saying, say if he did, with no trophies, no major trophies, become second again, what would you be saying?
He just said that there's time for him to go if he doesn't.
Okay.
But he probably said that last year.
That's what I'm saying. What about, Matt, when Arsene Wenger came up against the best manager in the world in terms of Sir Alex Ferguson and won the double in 98 and then won the double in 02 and won the FA Cup against him in 03 and 05 and then won a league invincible in 04. Aaron, what about then?
But according to the Arteta is one of the best managers in world football. Arne Slot won the league. Yeah. 1 year against Arteta, supposedly the best manager around.
Yeah, he was a genius.
The Tinker Man.
He inherited a world class team, though.
Yeah, that's what we've been told.
And the team they all wrote off.
Not only that, we don't understand Arteta because he's a
genius. Yeah,
he's a genius, and the fact that you can't name 5 managers better than him.
Yeah, it's impossible.
Right, that's impossible.
If he's a genius, then he should have won the league over Pep by now, shouldn't he?
Yeah,
You
well,
can't,
this is what I'm saying.
You can't put
100%.
people on pedestals. You can't.
But
what I
DJB, the problem is DJB. It's not Arteta's fault. It's the players' fault. You see, when it all goes Pete Tong, it's the players' fault. When they win, it's Arteta.
Yeah.
See, I told you guys, and that's what it is. See, I told you, and that's what we'll get. And that's what we'll get. Say Arteta does win the Premier League, and I bloody hope he does.
I do
bloody
too.
Bloody well hope he does. They'll go, see, this is what we're saying. This is what we've told you all along. Okay, cool. Well, why have we had to wait 6.5 years for it? And then they'll go, oh, yeah, so Alex Ferguson waited 6 years until he won the Premier League. Factually correct. But he also won within his first 3 years. He also won a domestic double, maybe 4 years, I should add. He won a domestic double in terms of the cups, and he also won 2 European trophies. Oh, yeah, but Klopp, he won it in his 4th season. Factually correct, yeah. He also won pretty much everything else before it. Oh, yeah, including everything in Europe to win. Oh, yeah, and then they'll say, oh, yeah, but Mancini, it took him 3 years to win the Premier League. Yeah, only 3 years, half the time Mikel Arteta. Oh, yeah, and guess what? He won the League Cup in his first season. Like, and you just keep going on, and then you hit to the people which actually won it in their first season. Pellegrini, Carlo Ancelotti at Chelsea, Jose Mourinho's. We've already mentioned Slot. We've already mentioned the Tinker Man. There's a lot, and I say this all the time. The average time it's taken for Premier League managers who's entirely won it. Oh, and by the way, Sir Kenny Dalglish got Blackburn promoted, then finished 4th, then finished 2nd, and then won the Premier League, by the way. 3.5 years, getting Blackburn promoted and then winning it 3.5 years.
Howard Wilkinson won it the season he got promoted.
But, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, well, listen, man, obviously that wouldn't have been the Prem, but the facts still fucking same thing. Yeah. It takes just over 2 years. I worked it out, then I've done it, boys. It takes just over 2 years for every manager that has won the Premier League. That's a fact. Why has it taken Mikel Arteta a maximum of 6.5 years, considering that he'll finish the season? That's 3 times as long, with no trophies in between. At least with Alex Ferguson, you can say, yeah, you had 4 trophies in that 6 years. That's not a bad return. If you're not going to win the Premier League like Mikel Arteta hasn't done in 6 seasons, or going into his 7th season, then at least fill it with a few cups. Fill it with a few cups and shut us up a little bit more, because at least on our side of the fence, then we'll be going, look, yeah, man, he ain't won us any of the big boys, he ain't won us a Champions League, he ain't won us a Premier League. But do you know what he has done? He's won us 3 FA Cups and a League Cup. So fair enough to him, I guess.
And he's got us to the semi-final, and he's got us there.
He's got us to it's got us to 8 finals. We've won 5 of them and lost 3 of them. You'll be going, do you know what? He can get you over the line. He can get you to big things. Maybe not done it in the Premier League, but at least we'll be looking at going, well, the geezer is winning us trophies. But he's not doing that. He's not doing that. He's not doing any of that. And that's the worrying thing, man. I don't know. I don't know, boys. It's a frustrating one, but listen, I will wrap it there. Thank you very, 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 very much to the world-class chat, as always, for coming in and doing your bit. You're literally the reason we all do it as content creators, and all of us have got
big up,
excellent,
everyone.
wonderful, blossoming channels, and all of these 3 guys' channels their links are pinned, and they have been pinned in the chat throughout. So please smash a like on this video, and if you don't want to do that, please make sure you go and show the love to these 3 gentlemen. We've always enjoyed it. That's why we do it for you, the world-class motherfuckers in the chat. Come on, man. Smash them likes up, you wonderful so-and-sos. What you got coming up, D?
Yeah, I've got Friday. I've got a season preview with Kenny Ken, Jezza, and I think Matty's joining us as well. So the old boys are back again, and I'll do me Sunday sit back session, which I'll have a few guests on if people are around. That'll be after the match to see how we've done. Hopefully, we can say that we celebrated a win. And I'll just things in general, and then it all starts next week. And do a midweek review. I think Normski's going to be on with me. At some point, midweek review next week. Oh, how can I forget? Got the retro show tomorrow.
Come on.
The retro show tomorrow with Shane Gooner. And
tomorrow, Wednesday.
Is it Wednesday? I thought it was tomorrow, Tuesday, wasn't it?
No, we do Wednesday.
Tuesdays.
Is it Tuesday?
Is it Wednesdays? I've got it on as Tuesday.
Oh, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. It is Tuesday.
Alzheimer's
It is
FC,
Tuesday.
isn't it?
Tomorrow. It's tomorrow
Well,
because we do it before we go on.
You've got me going, man. It's that shirt. It's that shirt, Shane. You've gone to your head, mate. It's Tuesday.
Yeah.
I thought it was a Thursday, to be fair.
Yeah, we
it's Tuesday. Yeah.
No, we're doing the retro show tomorrow, so come and join us. We'll be having a look at a few kits. Middlesbrough's on the list. Bit of Middlesbrough, bit of QPR. So we'll have a little look.
QPR have had some crackers.
We'll have a little look. Apart from that, man, yeah, come and join us.
Yeah, no. So I'm guessing, Shane, you've got the retro thing tomorrow then as well as the Blue Irish.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, no, tomorrow I have the full Irish. Big up for having me on, by the way, and big up to everybody in the chat. Big up to obviously Normski and DJB.
Yeah, man.
The full Irish tomorrow, and then I have the retro show with DJB, and then the old school show with Jezza and the legend that is Kenny Ken. And then Wednesday, full Irish again, and then clean through one-on-one with views, and then obviously I have the bruised banana on Thursday. So lots of stuff coming. The hardest working man on YouTube, man. The hardest working man on YouTube. But I will be chefing up this gooner dude tomorrow, man. This fucking what's that Groucho, the guy? What's your man from Sesame Street that lived in a bin, man? That's the guy he looks like. He looks like fucking Groucho. Whatever his name was. The green dude, the grumpy green lad in a bin, man. That's what he looks like. He'll be getting chefed up tomorrow for his ridiculous takes. But Norms, you have to send me what you have. Send me what you have. I'll be fucking this guy up. Send
it all through. Send it through.
But yeah, no. So yeah. Tomorrow
I'll find a couple of shorts. I'll find a couple of shorts for you. So I'll send those over.
Just make sure you label it that it's not Sesame Street, because I looked at the thumbnail.
Norbs, what's on the agenda, my brother?
Oh, mate. What's it? I've lost track of the dates. What's tomorrow? Was it Tuesday tomorrow?
Wednesday, I think.
Yes. So Wednesday, I've got my What's Going On podcast show at 6:30. We will be looking at a number of things with the different clubs. Chelsea, dark horse. So I'm getting a little bit worried about them. And obviously, can Arsenal, do they need any more tweaking? Yes, they do. So if people think that they're actually going to go and do anything, no, they're going to need more tweaking. So I'll be addressing lots of issues with the Arsenal and other clubs as well. And then on Thursday is the Bruised Banana show. So I'm the invincible one. So I've been on every one of Shane's Bruised Banana shows. So I'm the absolute invincible, mate. You know what I mean? But maybe Rooney might try and get a foul out of that, and then I'll be complaining.
Oh, yeah.
But big up to the panel. Big up to DJB. Big up to Shane. Big up to Aaron. And also, in the words of Aaron, big up to the world-class chat.
Come on. That's what it's all about, man. We're going to raid Northside, so go over there and send him an Aaron raid. Come on, man. Let's show brother Northside some love. And aside from that, big up everyone, man. Thank you very much for the watch, and we will catch you very, 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 very soon.